I'm at Grace Church Road. I went to Waynesboro to bring this man down to this address, and now he's trying to force his way into a house. I'm afraid to move my vehicle. Just fighting in there.
It's inside the house now?
Yeah.
You have your doors locked?
It's open. I'm in a van.
You need to make yourself safe, okay? Even if you've got to drive away from there to get away from him and close that and lock that door. Do that for me now, please.
Okay, wait a minute.
Boom, boom, boom. Hey, guys. Impromptu live as always, eh?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. One day you're going to join me at the same time, Adam.
Maybe.
Okay, anyway, so this is going to be one about multiple cases. So, hey, guys, it's going to be about Delphi and the documents. And then there's a document some of you guys have not seen yet. It was the one that was released, but that came in after I put out the video with the motion documents. So this will be the document that has been sealed since November for whatever reason. Oh, was it October?
Yeah, since the day the PC was written.
October 27th. Then I think it was then. Okay, anyways, we'll look at it in a minute. Idaho, Murdaugh, Nicola, and of course, the Madeleine McCann story as well. So anyways, thanks for joining us. Actually, I need 1 second, Adam. My vape just literally died as I was literally just going live.
You're fine. And I sent you 2 pictures, Sunny. I wanted to just say something really quick at the beginning.
Okay. Well, let's do this first. Share screen. Let me go to this because first we want to give our friend and your guys' friend, of course, a happy birthday shout out.
That's so cute.
There we go. Just to our friend Deb, True Crime Notebook. Okay. Please give Deb some love and support. And of course, all the links, including my twin sisters, are in always the video descriptions. Okay. And you guys know how to get there, right? Where it says description and says see more. And then it will have all the descriptions there. Okay. So, so Deb, happy birthday. I know you're busy today doing a lot of things, and your husband did some nice things for you, you know, and all that good stuff. So again, check out Deb's True Crime Notebook, guys. Anyways, many loves and kisses to Deb.
We love you, Deb.
Okay. And
Lisa, notifications. Lisa, as far as the notifications, you know, I've been told that the best way to get the notification things is when you hit the bell icon, you have to hit all notifications, and for some reason it makes a difference. But if you're not receiving the notifications, either make sure you have all notifications turned on, or sometimes you can turn them off and then turn them back on. It's a YouTube thing. It's not us.
Yeah. Um, okay. I assume this is what you want to talk about as well.
Yeah. So
Um,
I just wanted to. I got some sad news today. Um, I think most people know I'm not a big fan of Facebook groups, other than ours, of course. But I am part of a Facebook group called the Delphi Dilemma, and I'm sure a few of you are as well. Um, and the creator of that Facebook group, Catherine Eastdown Woodworth, um, I learned today that she has passed away, and so I just want to send my condolences and my love to her friends and family. I didn't know her well, but we had spoken several times, and she was a lovely lady, and my heart just goes out to her friends and family. So I didn't know if anyone had heard that information or not, but I just wanted to share it with you. And if you are part of that group, just please, pass your condolences along.
just trying to bring in the documents here, Adam.
Oh, you're fine.
You
weren't a part of that group, were you, Sonny?
I can't remember if I got booted from it or not, to be honest. I think I might have, because I don't really do Facebook groups.
Yeah, same. That was one of the few I'm part of, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Is that the same one that Lewis was part of? Whatever one Lewis was part of, and
No.
I feel like it was
no. That was that was not that one.
Okay, well then I didn't get booted from it. I recall the name though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She by everything I ever encountered, she was a lovely lady.
Yeah, I don't know who she is myself, but obviously, condolences and prayers to her, because obviously, it's a pure person, it's a human being.
Absolutely.
Whether we know them or not doesn't matter. It's still, a human that lost their life. I'm assuming to cancer, was it?
No. I believe it was sepsis, but I don't know that 100%.
Oh, okay.
I knew she had been ill.
Okay.
So I'd received that information earlier today, and it just made me really sad. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Adam, for sharing that. So I didn't know that until I went to look at it. So prayers again for her, for her and her family out there. And as you guys can see, there's a new overlay, or I made an overlay the other day. I guess it's like one of those things I thought to do, but I kept postponing it, and I thought, I really should do that. So anyways, as you guys can see, it has up in the corner Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It has mine and Adam's, so a criming shame at gmail.com and at truecrimeaspen@gmail.com. That's our emails. Instead of people always asking us, we'll be on the overlay. And of course, we have the PayPal scan code and the coffee app in case people are lazy. And even though it comes up, Streamlabs is always pulling that stuff up. And of course, on the other side, left-hand side, is Adam's drinking cup. But anyways, those are the Amazon wish list scan me codes if anyone's ever interested or not. Nobody's forced to do anything. Always remember that those are just there to give easy access, because there are people that do like to do things like that. But again, so it's just to make it simplified a little bit, but always know that the links are still coming up through Streamlabs as well, that get posted in there. But sometimes the little scan me code is just easy to go to the thing and do that stuff. Okay, let's give some quick hellos to Lacey. Hey, Lacey, how are you? Grandma watches. Base girl. Lisa's in the house. Why are there never notifications? Okay, yeah. I mean, it also sometimes depends, Lisa, how many videos I put out. So if I don't expect to do a live and I've already put out 3 videos, you might not get a notification, because YouTube puts out 3 notifications a day to things that you do. Even though I always seem to get JLR's notifications. Like seriously.
Have it turned on?
Did I admit to that out loud?
Wait, delivered?
So yeah, but usually it's unsub and resub again and stuff like that. And don't forget, guys, we are close to 7,000 subs. So if you guys could support us, if you're not subscribed to the channel, and of course, please consider subscribing. Yeah, we're about like 40 something away from 7K subscribers.
Let's get
So thank
there.
you guys, yeah, for all your love and support of this channel, and to the newcomers as well. Michaela, how are you, girl? And like it will change, but it still doesn't. Just stare at it. What you talking about? Yes,
yeah.
it is. I'm not gonna lie, I always get sidetracked because I too am watching it, and then all of a sudden I realize, oh wait, we're just about to go live. So I kind of get sidetracked with that myself. And if I look like a grease monkey today, I don't really care, because I wasn't planning on doing a live. I was cleaning up today. Oh, there's husband. Hi husband. Okay, you're good. Okay, so yeah, and so I had like tacos at him. Taco Bell. Oh well, not Taco Bell.
Tuesday.
I make my own tacos. I don't usually almost ever buy tacos, because I do not usually like the taste of the tacos when you go buy them. I would prefer to cook my own. They're so easy to make, and yeah, so I had tacos today. Yeah, nachos the other day, and tacos today. So let's start off with Delphi. This live is early. Yeah, it was one of those things. Adam sent me noticed that little thing in my messenger going, what to do when, and I knew what he was going to ask, but I was making some dinner at the time. So YouTube, watch Crime Sleuthing live in 30 minutes. Alex Murdaugh, she's doing. So there's Crime Sleuthing there.
It's one of those days where I don't normally get home this early on a Tuesday, so I get sent a plethora of stuff on different cases today, and then I was like, Sonny, this can't wait till tomorrow.
Right, and I was looking at different things. I even watched some of the Murdaugh stuff today too earlier. What's his name? Buster Murdaugh?
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, Buster Murdaugh was on the stand today and stuff like that. But thing is that I didn't get to watch all of it, because that's when I decided I had a couple things that were going on. I was lying in bed knowing if I got out of bed, it meant I had to clean. So I was totally So I was like, well, I don't want to clean right now, but if I get out of bed, I have to,
right.
Because the kitchen was kind of a mess from yesterday and whatever. I needed to clean up the room a bit. And so I was just like, so it took me a while to get out of bed. So I was just watching that case a little bit. I'm sorry, guys, but I am like the crappiest housewife when it comes to cleaning and cooking. I do the bare minimum. I'm telling you, I used to be better, but I pretty much suck at it now.
Well, I've got to say, you're a pretty good YouTube wife.
I'm a great YouTube wife, right, Adam? I'm a great YouTube wife, and my husband.
You're the best I've ever had. You're the best YouTube wife I've ever had.
Yeah, the best I ever had. It's a mad world, Adam. Yeah. I usually can't stay up for 4-hour lives. Hey. Yesterday was 4 hours and 8 minutes, and we had fun. We had a little bit of fun yesterday. We were playing with the 8-ball tarot cards. And then
traveled the world a little bit again.
Traveled the world a little bit. Yeah. Some of you guys just simply missed out on that stuff. How many channels really do that stuff? Do they?
We've gone around the world twice in 2 days.
Alcatraz is still my favorite right now.
Deb, you're like my true crime soulmate.
Yeah, that's a whole different than a wife, Deb. I mean, I'm pretty sure Deb probably seen this already, because she was probably like, oh my, is it my birthday today? Oh my.
Oh yeah, this is Deb's birthday live.
Yeah, well, we'll just pretend it is. Hey, Deb, we're doing this live just for you. We're covering all these cases just so that you can go out today and don't have to worry about any of it. We got your back. Anyways, happy birthday. I'm looking at my floors thinking I should mop, and then it's like, no, a crumbing shame is on. You know what? Absolutely good call on that, Michaela. I couldn't have said it better myself, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Good call, Michaela.
Yeah. So Deb is, of course, 29 years old and definitely holding. and she's been holding there for at least a good, I don't know, like 40, no, not quite 40, like 32 years, something like that. Oh wow, thanks. Yeah. I had actually, the thing was is that when I sent her something on the iPad this morning, it doesn't take me over to Deb's true crime notebook, and so I had just hit it to the crime and shame one. So I'd put a happy birthday one up there. Well, when I'm at the computer, I can kind of do it things a little bit differently. It's a lot faster on the computer for certain things. But anyways, happy birthday, old lady. Simple as that. I mean, 62 and rocking it still, right? Right?
Hey, we should be nicer to her. She's going to probably have to give our eulogies.
This is true. Yeah, right. Okay, you guys. So, so sorry, Deb, your birthday's over now. Now we're getting on to Delphi. I mean, I think she said she was going out with her friends tonight or something like that. I think she said, I think what I said to her was that I hope her husband got her gift that she wanted, which was that, that little lady pole that, in the bedroom, just a new design. That was all. I mean, I really hope that your husband got that for you. It wasn't too much to ask.
The birthday roast.
Thoughts, and I was like, the gold one. Yeah. Bling, bling, bling. Gold. Or maybe pink. Alexa would approve of pink. Yeah. Anyways, you guys. Yeah. So happy birthday to our friend Deb. And like I said, I hope you have a great, loving day with your closest family and friends, of course. Go ahead.
So let's try to make sense of this Delphi stuff.
Yeah, let's make sense of it.
I need a gloss first.
You need your gloss?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, on my way out to dinner. Well, you have fun, Deb, and try to keep the drinking down. Okay? We'll drink for you while you're gone. Don't you worry. Right, a gold stripper pole for everyone. Well, Alexa gets pink. Okay? Actually, I'll take pink with sparkles. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so just try to contain the drinking, Deb. My husband, okay. Sorry, Joe Johnson, by the way, because my husband surprised me. Yeah, and right. My husband surprised me last night, and he comes back with this, and I was like, "Oh, husband, I needed you to get me," but he didn't know because he just surprised me because he was just like, "I got you this," and I'm like, "Thank you."
I think Steve Austin's trying to keep you liquored up.
I was gonna say I don't have an issue. I don't. I mean, I have a lot of other issues, but not. I don't have a drinking issue, although it might look like it. Okay. I know, right? Power that back. So don't worry, Deb.
I think Steve is like, she's so much more fun. Just get her more alcohol.
I know, right? No, if I give her this, she'll get out of my hair longer. And I'm doing this for Deb though today. When I have some, doing it for you, Deb.
I feel like he's sitting in the living room going, every time the bell rings.
Yeah. I mean, and for those people that like to troll me, you guys, that's my cowbell, okay? Just, I mean, I can go moo and I can definitely graze. I did have some taco with some lettuce on it. It was so funny. Bambi Cat kept trying to take the lettuce. What?
Lisa. Floor Nugget? Hi.
Oh, hi, Lisa.
I mean, Lisa, I didn't think that our night together meant nothing.
It was just a nugget, Adam.
I mean, Lisa, I like nuggets, vegetarian ones. But I thought I meant something to you, Lisa. I thought we really had something going on.
She's still
now I find out Deb is where your priority lies.
Lisa, Facebook message me.
Sonny, I need just a minute.
Do you need a tissue?
I need just a minute. It's okay, Lisa. I'll get over it.
The shame of it all. I can tell you aren't talking about Flora. Well, we could incorporate Flora. We could do another Flora later tonight, and you could join us, Lisa.
I'm okay.
Give me your thoughts on that. Yeah, we could do Flora tonight, and you can give me your thoughts on that.
Lisa, you talk to Sonny. I'm not okay yet.
Okay, guys. While Adam's whimpering and whining over there, we can talk about Delphi. All right, fair enough. So, are you done, Adam? Okay. Oh, he looks good. He seems like he's good. I'm going to take us off screen. Yeah, he's over it. Okay, there we go. So let's go to the first motion, order of judgment of the court. So again, I put a video out with these ones on it, but then there's another one that you guys haven't seen yet. That's the one that was basically suppressed by the prosecutor's office, and finally it was able to get released. And there's probably no big reason why it should have been anyway in the first place. So this one is just the defendant with attorneys Bradley, Rosie, and Andrew Baldwin state that by prosecuting attorney Nicholas McClelland with consent of the parties hearing of defendant's motion to continue bail. So this one right here is simply that June 15th at 8:30 a.m. and 16th, sorry, because they put 2 days aside in case they need it, at 8:30 a.m. in the Carroll Circuit Court, jury trial is also continued to be reset at the Bond Omni hearing June 15th, 2023. Okay. And then this one goes on just to talk about the state's motion for the protective order, which is in a different order, which we will look at now, actually. So is that the one? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, you guys. So this is the one right here. Order granting media interveners renewed motion to intervene and motion to grant public access to the state's verified request to prohibit public access. Yeah. The matter before the court is a renewed motion to intervene and the motion to grant public access to the state's verified request to prohibit public access filed by the media interveners. The motion, the court having considered by motions and being duly advised, find that the motions should be granted. It is therefore ordered, adjudged and decreed that the media interveners are granted leave to intervene and the state's verified request to prohibit public access filed on October 28, 2022 shall be released to the public. And this is one that we're going to look at in just a bit here. The clerk is directed to make the verified request available to the public on the docket. Like I said, that one that you will see didn't make it to the video because Adam sent it to me after I just released the video. And I was like, yeah, I ain't making another video. And that's when I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do a live.
I know what I'm doing.
Right. So this one here.
Sunny was like, I muted our conversation so I can make a video. I was like, oh, okay, well then I'll just wait to send you this.
Oh yeah. I was trying to do a video. No, I put you on mute, Adam. Sorry for that. It was fine. I was trying to do a video. And again, so sometimes I put people on always on notifications so that they're muted because I constantly get messages. But yours, I typically, I leave it on for 24 hours. It depends what I'm doing. And then, but because I always check my messenger usually at some point anyway. But anyway, so I'm sitting there making a video. And of course, ding, ding, ding. And I'm just like, come on. And then even when I was doing it, then my husband walks in the door and they come in all talking. And I'm just like, oh, for F's sakes, like seriously, how many times do I have to freaking do this little video? And so I was just like, I was like you with Lisa a minute ago. Like, come on.
You're welcome.
Because after you keep talking, then your voice gets tired, then you need a drink. And then it's like, oh, the energy of it all. But anyways, so this one says, comes now the court, the state of Indiana, by Nicholas McClelland, prosecuting attorney and this is how it came, by the way. So obviously somebody didn't, it didn't come very pretty, this document. Prosecuting attorney having filed its motion requesting protective order governing discovery and the court. So this one's going to be about that discovery. Remember how they talked about that, that basically so the discovery, they wanted to keep certain things out of the family's hands, basically pretty much everyone's hands. Okay. So it was like, in the court being duly advised in the premises now grant said motion of the state, the defendant and counsel for the defendant are now instructed and ordered as follows. 1, that one copy of the discovery material shall be provided to counsel for the defendant. 2, that no additional copies of the discovery shall be made by the defendant, defendant's counsel, investigator, expert, or any other representative or agent of the defendant for any reason. 3, that the discovery material should not be used for any purpose other than to prepare for the defense in the above referenced cause number. 4, that the discovery material should not be publicly exhibited, displayed, shown, used for educational, research, demonstrative purposes, or used in any other manner, except in judicial proceedings in the above referenced action. 5, that discovery material may be viewed only by parties, counsel and counsels, investigators, and experts. 6, that if copies of the discovery material are made and provided to the defendant, investigators or experts for the defense, the sensitive and private information, of course, basically redact out all the youth information that's in there for the juveniles and social security numbers, and any FBI Sentinel information. Okay, so that should be it for that. So,
would you like me to read the next page?
I need. So, you know what? See, Adam needed his moment. I was waiting for that to come. I wasn't sure if you had it up or not, so I didn't bother to ask, to be honest.
Well, no, there was another page to the last one you were reading.
Which one?
That one. There's another page.
Oh, right. Did we get to it? No, hold on.
Nope.
No, they only sent 3 pages.
No, there's another page to it. Here, I'll send it to you.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, maybe there is, and I just didn't bring it in. I don't know.
There, I sent it to you.
Is there? Okay. Huh. I wonder if I missed that in the video then. I'd have to go back and take a look. Oh. Huh. I don't think I downloaded that page.
Well, yeah, when it came through on the PDF, it came through as one thing, but it was 2 pages, so you had to scroll down.
Well, I just hit download. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys are missing out part of it in that video, I think. Oh, well, we're discussing it now. Okay, I guess
Right.
it was, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, let me pull that up. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this reads, it starts with 7.
Oh my goodness, I'm making it too big. Just trying to make it big. There we go.
It reads that none of the discovery material shall be divulged to any person not authorized to view the discovery material. This includes other witnesses, family members, relatives, and friends of the defendant. 8. That no person other than the defendant, counsel for the defendant, and those persons listed in paragraph 5 shall be granted access to said discovery material, or the substance of any portion thereof, unless that person has signed an agreement in writing that he or she has received a copy of this order and that he or she submits to the court's jurisdiction and authority with respect to the discovery, agrees to be subject to the court's contempt powers for any violation of this order, and is granted prior permission by this court to access said discovery. 9. That upon final disposition of this case, the discovery material referred to in paragraph 1 and any and all transcripts shall be returned to the Carroll County Prosecutor's Office or maintained by defense counsels pursuant to the terms herein. 10. That counsel for the defendant shall be responsible to ensure that all persons involved in the defense of this case comply with this order. That the written documents provided by the state with the discovery material fall under the same rules as described above. It is so ordered this 17th day of February 2023. Signed, Francis. Go. Oh, you're muted, Sonny.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to do a few things as you're reading. So go ahead, start reading this one.
Is this the
Yeah,
verified
this is
request?
the one.
So this is a document that was filed October 28th of 2022, but it was just made public today. And this was the verified request to prohibit public access to a court record that was written by Nicola C. McClellan. And this was, just to summarize really quickly, this was basically the prosecution's attempt at keeping the probable cause affidavit sealed, which is odd in the first place. But then when you hear the reasoning that you're going to hear, it's even more odd. But it reads, now comes Nicola C. McClellan Carroll County prosecuting attorney, being first duly sworn upon his oath, and request the court to prohibit public access to the charging information, the probable cause affidavit, and other court documents filed in this cause of action. Instead of said request, the state shows the following: that public interest will be secured by sealing of the document. The dissemination of the information contained in the record shall create a serious and imminent danger to the public interest. That any prejudicial effect caused by the dissemination of the information cannot be avoided by any reasonable method other than sealing of the record. That there is a substantial probability that sealing of the record will be effective in protecting the public interest against the perceived danger. That the public interest will be substantially served by prohibiting access for the reason that the release of the information might damage an ongoing, unaliving investigation, or that the access or dissemination of the court record will create a significant risk of substantial harm to the requester, other persons, or the general public. That now comes the state of Indiana by Nicola McCann, Carroll County prosecuting attorney, and requests the court to prohibit public access to the charging information, the probable cause affidavit, and other court documents. Further, the state is asking the court to find that remedial benefits to be gained by effectuating the public policy of the state are outweighed by preponderance of the evidence for the above referenced reasons. And seal the records involved with this case of actions until further order of the court and all other just and proper relief of the premises. Dated 27th day of October 2022. Nicola McCann.
Yeah, I was just trying to do stuff. There you go. Go ahead and talk about it for a sec, Adam. Just give me one more second.
I mean, to me, this, like I said, I found this honestly, I found it a little bit outrageous, only because what it's attempting to do is to suppress anything to become public from, one, the charging document, two, the probable cause affidavit, or three, the vague idea of any other documents related to this case. And this was written on the same day as the probable cause affidavit, back in October 27th. If everyone remembers, I believe Richard Allen was arrested on the 26th, and this was written on the 27th, the same day as the probable cause affidavit. It was filed on the 28th. And then if everyone remembers, his first court appearance was on Halloween, the 31st of October. But what this is basically stating is these very vague references to things like the public interest being secured, the dissemination of information contained in the record will create an imminent danger to public interest. I'm pretty sure everyone has read the probable cause affidavit, the charging document, the same as Sonny and I have. I don't know what in there could be considered imminent danger to the public. That this is prejudicial effect, that there's substantial probability that it's to protect the public interest. Public interest is substantially served by prohibiting the access, that it could create damage in an ongoing case. I mean, it seems like these tactics that really are just to be inflammatory and to create fear in the court, that are there's someone else involved, or that there's some imminent danger that as of now none of us have seen, in my opinion. And Sonny, I'm not sure your thoughts on it. We haven't really talked about it, but I found the language in this to be a little preposterous, to be honest.
I just think it's a lot of bull crap, to be honest with you. I think it's just bull.
I mean, because none of the things that are in this document have remotely come to fruition.
Yeah.
Did anyone hear anything in the probable cause affidavit or the charging document that could be considered dangerous to the public? Because I didn't.
Nope. I just think it I don't know. It just feels like it's a joke. That it just feels like special things are being done that are abnormal. And I like reading that. It's like, really, they suppressed that. So you just spare me.
And Michaela, it's not uncommon that someone requests for things to be kept private, but the language in this to me is what I find to be preposterous. Because he's creating the idea that there's some huge bomb in these documents that were publicly released, but I never saw a bomb.
No.
And if there is something, then they needed to have been more.
These guys have not been transparent
transparent about it.
Anything. I'm really disgusted with this case and how it's been handled myself. I mean, just want justice for Abby and Libby.
Right. And Mandy Ray, I agree. I don't think that they removed anything from the PCA before they filed it, but if they did, I can't imagine they would have removed something that would be dangerous to the public, especially once it got approved to be put out, because we've all read the PCA. We've all read the charging documents. I
mean, remember what frickin' Tobe Lesenby said, there's no, and even that Kim guy or whatever his name was, I think people can use their own brains and figure out if they need to feel like they're safe or not, and that there was no immediate danger. Remember all that stuff at the start when they were sitting there talking about all that stuff?
Kathy, yes, this is about Delphi.
Yeah, Delphi. Mm-hmm. What if they don't want too much release because we would see their level of incompetence? Just throwing out thoughts. Well, there's the tons of level of incompetence. It goes from 1 to 10 easily.
If anyone remembers the first week that this came out, that's 100% what we said. Because that's what I was told by the same source that told me about the watching fish and all of the other things, was that the only reason they were wanting this to be sealed was because because they wanted to cover their asses for how incompetent they were.
Yeah, sorry. There we go.
Excuse my language.
Yeah.
But
he's not sorry.
I'm not.
Hello, Miss Emily.
It's in the Bible. You can say asses.
Did you just say it's in the Bible?
Yeah, it's in the Bible. You can say asses.
Yeah. Were they talking about donkeys or little?
Either way, it's in the Bible. You can say asses.
I liked how when YouTube said, well, we've now removed the word damn and hell from our bad vocabulary, in a sense. And I'm like, still can't say shite, stuff like that, even though you can, but,
Yeah.
Abby, honestly, there'd be no videos up half the time if they actually stuck to their own rules. Yeah, so I posted these in our Facebook group, and I posted them on the At Crime and Shame, just the regular page, and I guess I should post them. I'll post them to the community page as well.
Cool.
Actually, I'll do that right now.
I'll put them on mine too.
I'll do it
for anyone that is watching, if you don't mind, it does help the algorithm. So if you could hit the thumbs up, I know it's a shameless plug, but please hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed to The Crime and Shame, because it does help Sunny and myself.
Yeah.
Michaela, if the police... I'm sorry?
Oh, I just wasn't sure if I muted myself as I went to a different page. Nope. That's all. Okay.
Michaela says, if the police were incompetent, it would come out at trial surely. If I were, Michaela, I want there to be a swift and easy prosecution of Richard Allen if he is guilty. I will say if I were a defense attorney, I would zero in on the incompetence done by law enforcement. But I'm not a defense attorney. I'm just saying if I was. Lisa says, Aspen, will you give us an example? Like Aspen was an ass riding on a donkey.
Right? Oh, look at that. We're yellow. Why are we yellow? All we've been doing is talking.
Probably because I said the A word.
Oh, mind yourself, mister.
I had to because Lisa put it in a comment, so I was just reading Lisa's comments. So technically Lisa's fault.
I was like, all we've been doing is reading. We haven't even showed a video yet. At Kyle, well, I just saw that Russia announced today that they have forbidden NATO to search their nuclear weapons, so I will give Carroll County one up on Russia.
Aww, Steph is looking at world events. That's cute.
That is cute, isn't it? That's so admirable. Admirable.
Good for you, Steffa.
Yeah. Okay. So unless there's nothing else with Delphi, we're gonna move on. We're already at the 40-minute mark here.
Wait, our Barley says, any chance there was another document? This was just edited. No. This is a court filing that has the court stamp on it. So this is the same document that the court signed.
Yeah, this isn't an edited document. This was just an edited one to be released. Yeah, so
this would not be an edited one because this it would be if it was edited, it would be redacted. But what we're seeing is the document that was filed in the court.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it has a stamp, beginning and an end to it. Let's see here. Okay. So let's go to the Murdaugh case. Yeah.
Did you read the one about the media?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I missed that one.
Yeah, no, I kind of went through them kind of fast because for the most part, I mean, the media one, I read that one, but like the first one, the time and the dates that we've already heard about, the 15th and 16th. Yeah, so no.
Well, and the one the one where she granted the one where Judge Gull, where she Sunny read about Judge Gull granting the media's I can't remember the wording now.
To intervene with that one?
To intervene. What that basically boils down to is that it opens the door for requests to be made for cameras in the courtroom, for full coverage of this case to be transparent in the media.
Because I think it's May 1st, right?
Yeah, it's still left up to her discretion, but she has granted the order to intervene, which I believe points towards that she's going to allow cameras in the courtroom. When the day finally comes that Richard Allen goes to trial, I believe that we're going to be able to see the trial broadcast on television.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that's what I believe that this is opening the door for.
I mean, hopefully, right? Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, so I already showed all those. Those are in the Facebook group, and they're on my community page for It's a Crime and Shame on mine. Adam will post them on his. It's on the It's a Crime and Shame regular Facebook page. And yeah. Want to do the Murdaugh one next, Adam?
Sure. I mean, the only update that there really has from today is the little preposterous event that happened in court today that I made a little video of while I was at work.
Yeah.
I mean, Buster's testimony this morning, this morning. Yeah, it was this morning. I mean, I don't know how much of it you watch, Sonny, but I mean, have I ever heard someone covering for their dad before?
I didn't watch enough of it. I seen him on there, maybe got about 10 minutes of it, if that. Yeah, about 10 minutes. That was about it.
I mean, it's 100% speculation on my part, but I'm going to go as far to say some people must take the oath of perjury more serious than others.
Right? God, he looks like his dad so much, eh?
Ugh. Yes. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, his name is Buster. How much hope can we have for him?
Yeah.
But the thing that happened this afternoon in court that I found to be a downright slap in the face of the judicial system was when Alex Murdaugh's defense attorney held up a firearm in open court, pointed it at the prosecutor, and then said the quote, tempting, and the entire courtroom erupted in laughter. I have rarely in my life been so appalled at the behavior of someone that's supposed to be a respected lawyer.
Yeah.
But Sonny's going to play the clip so you can all hear it for yourself.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
like about
yes, it gave me a good chuckle, but I mean, the reality of it was appalling.
Yeah.
Considering this is a double homicide trial.
Okay, let me just do 1 second. Just come on, YouTube.
Come on, Instagram. Okay.
Come on, YouTube. Come on, Instagram. Okay, present. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this should be it here. Okay, it's like 1:39.
Do you recognize this? Do you know what this is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's the, I think it's a, like an exemplar 300 blackout rifle.
And this is the weapon, or weapon like this, that the shooter would have had.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm trying to sort of get a visual of. How about come down here so I don't point at you? Or maybe let me come up there and come this way. Okay? Why don't you get here? Sorry. So I'm not 5'2" or 5'4". I think you said 5'3" or 5'4". But position me tempting, but I don't know how I can do this so I'm not pointing at somebody.
Okay, so that was Adam's video there. I didn't get to that part, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you going to talk about it? I don't know anything.
Well, no, I mean, I kind of already did. I've
Well,
never seen
today.
What?
Go ahead. No, well, I mean, give us the gist of what happened today in court a little bit.
Well, I just did. I said earlier. I said about how Buster had testified. I wasn't able to watch all of today, but I mean,
okay.
This afternoon a lot of it was relatively boring because it was a defense witness that was kind of reconstructing what they thought might have happened. But when he brought that gun out in open court, and I think most gun owners know, it's always best not to aim a gun, whether loaded or unloaded, at someone, anyone. And I know he even acknowledged that. He's like, oh, I don't know where to point this if I'm not pointing it at someone. But he was holding it at the prosecutor, and he laughed and said, tempting.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. It was a joke, but I'm like, he's an attorney. He's, you know, a state senator. I'm like, who? I was just appalled by it.
Yeah.
So. And this is a what do they call it? Automatic rifle. This isn't just like a revolver.
Yeah, I'll have to watch some of that later tonight. Look at what just happened to Baldwin, Alex Baldwin. What happened there?
Right. Well, I think she means.
Oh,
you know,
I see. I think she's
that,
referencing the fact of, you know, that supposedly he pointed a gun and it was, you know, loaded.
And it was loaded.
And I know, and I mean, how many times do we cease to be so? I mean, even my ex-husband, who's a hunter, you know, I mean, he always would say the same things. You know, he was very adamant about how you treated a gun and how it was to be handled. You know, and he always let Matthew know. You know, you never pointed at anybody ever, you know, just
right.
because you just don't. Right. I'm surprised too. Did the judge say anything at all or no?
No, but you know, I mean, the judge didn't say anything because the prosecutor should have objected and, you know, and made a comment about it, but they didn't. Yeah. They were probably as shocked as everyone else was. But so, yeah, no, the judge typically is not going to comment on testimony or the rhetoric of the lawyer unless the opposing party mentions it first. But I would have, I mean, of course I'm not a lawyer, but if I had been the prosecutor, I would have objected to it just so there was a note in the record of it.
Yeah, I mean, you would have think that would have happened. Right. Judge did make an objection and pooed. He was
right. Well, that was at a different point today, Steph. But yes.
Yeah. Did make a difference. So anyway,
and Steph, I actually believe that the prosecutor had objected. We just didn't hear it on camera at that point, not the point with the gun. Sorry.
Nope. Okay. Again, we haven't really done much with the Murdaugh case. Adam says that he watches it. I try to watch a little bit. To be honest with you, it started off slow with people getting involved in it, and as the time was going on, I think a lot more people became invested in watching it. So we're gonna leave it at that for now. We can give you some more updates.
I've been following it. I've been following it privately quite a bit, really just because I've been interested in it, but I haven't covered it. But when I saw that today, I couldn't help but make a video about it. So I will do a shameless plug. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, go to Aspen Connor on YouTube and subscribe. As soon as I posted that, I lost a subscriber today.
Oh, really? Weird.
It always happens.
Yeah. I know. I mean, whatever, right? Is what it is when it comes to that stuff. The smallest things can offend somebody or whatever, but doesn't matter. It's always going to be like that. So this one, so we're going back to Nicola Bulley of Lancaster, and of course, anyone that hasn't followed that case, her body was recovered, of course, in the River Wire, and then this propelled, like this case got a lot of scrutiny and blame towards sleuths and social media and towards newscasts, especially like Sky News and ITV News. Anything that was in, of course, the what do you want to call it? That minor press conference yesterday. Basically, it was saying, to the press and that, like, leave us alone now. I'm really not sure how I feel. I don't know that I'm fully absorbed everything that was going on. I find that they're making it turn into something that is way more. Because again, on this side of the pond, that stuff is pretty much normal. But they have different rules and regulations and stuff over there. Anyways, I mean, for them in the UK, it was one of the biggest cases where really nationally, worldwide there, this case became in the eyes of the public, and a lot of people latched onto it, of course. Now, this article in particular is saying that TikTok has threatened to remove users. Okay, has threatened to remove users who spread misinformation about Nicola Bulley after the social media app was criticized for allowing conspiracy theories to spread on its platform during the search for the mother of two. The social media app said it would take action against people who violated its community guidelines when posting content. Okay, how many of you guys are finding this ridiculously stupid already? All right. How many other cases have been out there that they've allowed stuff to happen to? How many other ridiculous videos on TikTok are there that should not even make it up onto a screen? So I find it when something hits a little bit in a bigger sense, all of a sudden TikTok has threatened to remove apps. Really, TikTok?
Right.
You guys, just like most of these outlets, they can't even keep to their own, rules and regulations that they put out. So just as I'm reading this, it already is laughable to me. Really, TikTok? I mean, seriously. You guys are just trying to save face is all you're trying to do on this one. Whoops, I heard my voice. So it
That
says,
was me.
police confirmed on Monday that her body was found in a river about 1 mile from where Miss Bulley was last seen, was that of the missing 45-year-old. Miss Bulley has been missing for more than 3 weeks, and amateur detectives, online sleuths, and social media influencers descended on St. Michael's on the Wire to look for her. In a statement read out by Lancashire Police at the press conference on Monday evening, the 45-year-old family urged that the press and members of the public, TikTok sleuths included, must be held accountable for false accusations, misquotations, and vilifying Nicola Bulley and friends and relatives. It's shameful that they have acted this way. Leave us alone now, the family said. Do not press and the other media channels and so-called professionals not to know when to stop. These are our lives and children's lives. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this because honestly, it doesn't matter if it's the news. It doesn't matter if it's those inquiring magazines or the Daily Mail. Okay. This stuff is out there all the time. You ain't going to stop it. You're just not going to stop it. So I find that this is kind of taking it to the extreme in a sense. Like, nothing against Nicola and of course her situation, but as a whole, again, this happens all the time. I would have to say that the one thing that I disagree that sleuths are doing is interfering in an investigation going on, like I've seen them do with Summer Wells. Like when you're literally going to people's homes and sneaking on their yards. And now in this case, we know that the area wasn't cordoned off by anyone, right? Meaning the police didn't deem it as a crime scene. So, it's one of those things. I mean, if somebody wants to go take a video, they have every right to go take a video. But if you're trying to interfere in something where a crime scene's happening and you're inserting yourself and you're trying to lie to people and try to be able to talk to friends and family and you're misleading and you're doing things in a dirty manner, that I don't agree with myself. But you're not going to stop the internet world from having speculations or theories or pointing fingers. It's just not going to happen. What do you think? What do you guys think? Meaning,
I agree with you, Sunny.
It's just, and TikTok, like I said, TikTok, please spare me. You're just trying to save face, make yourself look good. You ain't going to do nothing. We know you're not. You haven't done nothing for all those other cases out there. So give me a break, to be honest with you. I mean, the same people that, it's just to no end, right? Doesn't matter which platform it is. They're sitting there preaching when they need to, and it's all to save face. It's all to make themselves look good. And yet they can't even follow their own guidelines. We see it all the time. So, right? Stuff starts at the top and rolls down. If you allow it and you constantly allow it, who's to blame? Is it the sleuths? Is it them, or is it TikTok or these other platforms for allowing such videos that aren't within their guidelines to make it up on their videos? So really, whose fault is it? I'm pretty sure it's not the sleuths and the people that make the videos. I mean, sure, there's people that make disgusting videos and they shouldn't be out there, but come on. They have rules and regulations. Why don't they follow it? Then we wouldn't really have all these big issues that we have. That's my thought, and preach it. But it's true, you know. I mean, like I said, it's like, stop, but here we're just gonna, let you guys make them anyway. Disgusting.
And there's the freedom of speech and the freedom of press, the freedom of whatever people want to do. But I agree, Michaela. If if you, rather than go take a selfie on that bench that Nicola was last seen at, maybe just join a search team.
Yeah.
Go out there, do your work, be a part of a search team, then make a video.
Well, yeah, it's just, it's got me a little bit annoyed, this whole, how this case all of a sudden is trying to, really bash the news, bash the sleuths. It gets old and it gets tiring.
You can't pick and choose when you need the public to help you.
That's exactly it. And that's how it feels. So you want the public and the news to help you. You want everyone to help you. But all of a sudden now you want to guide exactly how that's done. And then when they don't need you anymore, then it's leave us alone.
And I'm not blaming the family, because the family has the right to feel how they feel, whether it be rational or not, because they're going through a crisis. What I take offense to is the law enforcement.
Same. Yeah. Yeah.
And I support law enforcement. I just in that instance, I'm like, I feel like it's an easy target at this point too. And like I said, I think the British police are hypocrites to act like they've never dealt with this in the world before. Because I think most people understand that the British tabloids and British paparazzi have long had a reputation for overreaching what most people think to be appropriate.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Arga says they need to practice the serenity prayer. Help me to change things that I can, to accept things that I cannot, and the wisdom to know the difference. Exactly.
Isn't that what they say in AA?
But that's really exactly it, right? For any decent person out there, right? The wisdom to know the difference between what you're doing is right, wrong. Are you doing it for the benefit of self purposes, or are you literally caring about it? But to really insert yourself, and to sit there and pose on a bench like, hey, I'm where Nicola Bulley was. Here I am. That's
who do you think? Who do you think you are, Nancy Grace, putting a fold-up table outside the Idaho house?
I was literally just going to reference that. Yes, exactly. Reference that again, right? Now, so exactly. And I can understand why people were upset with Nancy Grace on that one. Sorry, Nancy, but I can see that, because, you're literally propped up with the Idaho in the background going, hey, it's Nancy Grace. I made it all the way to Idaho.
And I needed to sit down and put a table in front of me.
Yeah, and it looked like a self-promoting moment is all it did. It did.
And I love Nancy Grace.
Yeah. But that was a little tacky. I'll agree with that. So people sitting there and taking pictures, acting like it's some vacation spot on that bench when, obviously, do you know what I mean? It's like there's a difference between caring and then a difference between doing things for the sake of stupidity and inserting yourself in a way that's just ignorant. Really.
It seemed tone deaf. It was just cringy.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at even that whole digging up that land thing looked like it was like fake to me, to be honest with you. Like, oh, I'm coming back today and look, there's some guy here digging that same soil that I thought was soft. I felt like that was a Joseph Morris moment, to be honest with you.
Which one are you talking about?
It was okay. It's when this one YouTuber was walking through the woods between Michael's on the Wire there, Preston, And
okay.
in step or in sip or whatever that they're from again, I can't remember whatever that name is, in something. Anyways,
Yeah.
so he was walking through the woods, and all of a sudden he's like, has his camera, and he's pressing down. He's like, look, guys, there's some soft soil here,
Right.
and I called and nobody's come to check. It was just cringy, because then he goes back, like a few days later, and then some guy sits there with a smirk on his face going, oh yeah, I'm just sitting here digging up that soil, trying to see if there's like some body hidden underneath. It just looked contrived, was all I'm saying with that.
And I just want to read Arga. Arga says, I think some people are chasing the thrill of chasing crime scenes. I have been to a few crime scenes lately, and I agree, because I have kind of battled with that feeling of like being cringy, and also trying to be super respectful and not salacious, like when I've been at them. But I do get your point, because there's a fine line there.
Right. I was going to say, there's a fine line there for, I think, for when you're acting in a decently human manner versus that you're there just for your own self purposes, and that's where I always, in my personal heart, like I am in the true crime for the right reasons myself. I'm not in here to try to manipulate, try to embellish, try to do anything besides care about other families and try to use as much morals and tact as you can. But of course, again, someone else's morals could be totally off kilter than what everyone else thinks, each to their own what they do. I mean, again, who's going to stop it all? Unless there's some laws and regulations that go out. I just think that as a human being, though, you don't go in pretending that you're some sort of press when you're not, and acting and trying to deceive someone just to talk to them, or going on their land, sneaking pictures of, on the private property and stuff like that. Granted, I'm not going to lie. If I lived in Indiana, I'd probably snuck onto Ron Logan's land myself. Not even, that's probably true, because that's such a big farmland that I wouldn't even, I probably wouldn't even have seen the no trespassing sign. And if I did, I probably wouldn't then. But like, let's say I didn't know any better and I didn't see one. I would just think that land down there, you could just walk on, to be honest with you. I thought that for a long time. I didn't realize that people were all trespassing on the land for a long time, to be honest with you. I just thought people could have access to it because that's where like that big bridge was. And, that was just kind of like crown land.
When I go, I'm going to get Brad Weber's permission.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I like a challenge.
Yeah. Each to their own, but just try to be respectful when we're dealing with the sadness and grief of other people, when their child or a family member has gone missing, and that it's going to be sad news regardless. But whatever. I mean, it was just the fact of them, I think, over top with this case, all of a sudden just trying to crash down on the news and stuff like that. Like the Sky News, for instance, had talked multiple times to the family. So they probably just felt that they wanted their privacy.
They had a different relationship.
Yeah, and they could, like, I can't speak for them, but I'm, just my own thoughts would be that, they wanted their privacy, but maybe because they had spoken with them, that they were just kind of meaning like, most of the public and stuff like that. Who knows? But if you have a relationship with them and all of a sudden, maybe the Sky News was thinking, well, they weren't really meaning us so much. And because we've already talked to them before and who knows? But, again, the family, putting out that thing to lash out at them. And I get it. But again, you can't bite the hand that feeds people, in a sense, when you want them, when you want the police there and the news there and stuff like that, and the people around the internet to help you. You can't sit there and be a cherry picker. It's not going to work out like that. You can't, ask for that stuff, in a sense. And then by the same token, go, oh, well, we don't want this, but we only want this. It's just not going to happen. Not in this world, maybe in a perfect world, but definitely not in this world. I don't know. So basically, the Sky News and the ITV News are now under scrutiny from, what's it called? Info or whatever. Because in the UK they have different regulations. So basically, an inquiry is going into both of them, ITV and Sky News, and they have to provide, basically an answer to what happened. Whatever their thing is out there, that's the lead of broadcasting, in a sense. So I don't know. Anyways, does anyone have anything else to talk about with Nicola Bulley besides the fact, of course, prayers go out to her and her family, and the fact that at least she was found, regardless. Her family at least has closure to that, and hopefully we do hear, just to kind of even stop the speculation, that hopefully we do hear exactly what did happen with Nicola. If there was something more than like a third party involvement, and that she was placed back there, of if it was just innocent and it was simply something where she, had an attack of some sort, or, who knows, or just a slip and a fall. So hopefully we do hear of that soon. And again, just to calm down, I guess, on the speculation of all that stuff.
I will say, Sunny, my needle has shifted gradually closer towards your line of thinking.
Yeah.
After I really gave all of the circumstances some thought last night.
Yeah.
When I was laying in bed, and I really was kind of playing out all the scenarios. What Austin had said, because he lives rent free in my mind, about how none of them make full sense, and so I really was playing out each scenario. And it really did make my line of thinking. It moved my needle a little bit more towards the self unaliving aspect.
Okay, I wasn't sure which one you were going with there, because
one of the reasons being is that we know that Paul was home that morning,
right?
And my whole thing has always been, that's kept me from that line of thinking, has always been that she took Willow with her.
Right.
And the part of it that I kind of was playing around with last night, that is that if she hadn't taken Willow with her, it might have set off an alarm to Paul.
Correct. Right. Exactly.
And I hadn't really gone down that line of thinking too far, but I've always just said, well, why would she take Willow with her? Why would she take Willow with her if she planned to do that? But when I really thought about the fact that Paul was at home that morning and he was working from home, had she not taken the dog, it would have set off an alarm to Paul.
Right. Right. Exactly. I think if anything, she was just trying to keep it, as normal as she could. Like if it was that way, okay? If it was that way.
We don't know.
Right. We don't know. I'm still going to go with the non-abducted to the accidental, or, unaliving her own self. Because again, if someone's trying to do something, he noticed obviously that it was a little bit different that morning, but you're going to try to keep things, relatively soon, so that nobody really catches on to what you're doing. Even though she could have come up with an excuse easily of why she wasn't going to take Willow that morning. So, I mean, that was my initial thought.
Don't talk me out of it, Sonny. Don't talk me out of it.
Well, no, but that's the thing, is that that was my initial thought, but I'm kind of 50-50 on the whole thing, to be honest. I'm 50% on that part, for those said reasons. And I'm 50% on that she simply slipped, fell back, and the phone went flying, and that one of the two is I don't think it's a third party. I don't personally. We
shall see.
That dog plays into every aspect of it in a lot of ways.
Same.
Well, like a lot of people do, Lacey. A lot of people jump off a bridge, and unalive themselves on like those, major New York bridges and all around the
Yeah.
world. A lot of people jump off buildings and out windows in front of people. That's just the thing. A lot of people actually do that. Um, you know, in essence, this one was actually a little bit more secret, somewhat, and that's only if she did. Right. That's
So,
only if,
I mean, what a miserable way to do that, though. Oh,
you know. So, like I just don't think that there's a third party involved in this. I was
but they
kind
could
of
be.
leaning to look at that once they hadn't found her in so long. So, like for instance, today, if they hadn't have found her, I would definitely definitely be looking at the whole third party thing a lot more. But because they found her in the water, you know that the people out there are going to think that she was just put in there, and it's still possible. But I'm going to stick with the usually what makes the most sense. And usually what makes the most sense is the most easiest route in a sense. And it's either that she took her own life or she slipped and fell. Those seem to be the most
Right.
logical, without going too far off course, because they found her in the water. Yeah. If they wouldn't have, I would have probably been more down the abduction thing more so, because I was looking at all aspects. There was really only truly three aspects to me that made sense, and but they found her, so just gonna wait for the autopsy, to be honest,
Oh.
and then see
Well,
what.
in the UK, they call it a post-mortem, but yes.
Mm. Um. Again, for people watching, if they could just give this video a like and a share. Adam, this video has been yellow the whole time.
Well, I wonder why.
Don't know. Don't know.
Was it something in the? No, it wouldn't be anything in the thumbnail or the
No,
title, right?
I know. I was looking at that too, and I was like, no, there's nothing in the thumbnail.
Nope.
Yeah, don't know. It's not like we started off this thing. Maybe it was the poll.
The what?
Maybe it was the poll. Yeah.
Or did you do a poll?
No.
Oh, the Deb's poll. Sorry.
Yeah. But you know what? I still haven't figured this out, because people have asked this. I still don't know the answer to this. If it counts what people say in chat as to whether a video, I don't.
My understanding
think
is
so.
it's not, because we can't control what people say in chat.
Well, we can't control sometimes what people do on a live, but you can go back and edit it, and then ask for it to turn green.
But the chat doesn't, on our replay, the chat doesn't show unless we pull it on the screen.
Well, a chat show, I mean, like I checked live chat replay on, but I just don't think that it does. I really don't think chat affects it.
No,
Yeah.
Chat, you're fine.
Okay. So let's see here. So let's go on to Idaho, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Let's watch that.
I have not watched this yet. I don't know if you have, Sunny.
It's only like 55 seconds long.
Oh, is that the Banfield one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's only 55 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even gonna. Okay. I'll show something else after, but I'm not actually gonna play it. I'm just trying to find.
Just play Drunk Turkey Show video.
Yeah, right.
Like Daniel, hi. You don't mind, do you?
And I'm sure he wouldn't, as long as he gets recognition, right? It's only 55 seconds, but let's watch it. Where am I?
A source close to the victims' families has told me that Bethany never, ever emerged from the basement room. Like, she never came upstairs. She left the home and was outside in the chaos in the front of the house, but never did go to that second floor, never did see the carnage. She wasn't part of the discovery of the bodies. She was the only one living in the basement at that point. Dylan, the other surviving roommate, you well know now, was on the second floor, had the room across from the kitchen, opened the door, peeked out and saw who she says looked like Brian Koberger with the bushy eyebrows, saw that male all clad in black with a black mask walking out. Thank you for watching. Go to News Nation.
Let's just leave her face like that. You guys can appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks, Ashley. Yeah. So what do you think of that little tidbit? I mean, nothing's really been said in the affidavit about Bethany. And is her last name Funk?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Funke.
Yeah, but I think it's pronounced Funk, right? Not Funky.
Funk, yeah. Or
yeah.
Funk.
Funk, probably. No,
Tony,
but
Tony, I have heard this corroborated by other places other than Ashley Banfield. This was just the video that popped up when I was looking for something for it.
Yeah. Like it's just a matter of something rings true as well. And right. It's like anything, right? Speculation, even if it's like, whatever, even if they pull it off Reddit, their
right.
source.
Well, I believe, to me, what this sounds like, then if this is to be believed, then I would assume that means Dylan had to have probably gone down to the first floor to inform Bethany of what was happening. I can't imagine a way that Dylan did not understand what was happening or did not see signs of what had happened.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Dylan had to have smelled that smell. Dylan had to have seen something in
footprints. Dylan or Bethany?
Dylan.
Yeah.
I'm saying going off of the information, this says that Bethany never went to the second floor.
Right.
I think that would mean that Dylan had to have gone to the first floor to tell Bethany about it. Because if not, why wouldn't Bethany have just naturally walked upstairs like anyone would in the morning to get coffee,
right.
etc.?
Right. Yeah. There's not been much said about Bethany, and to be honest with you, I don't really put much grain of anything with her. To be honest with you, yeah. I don't think she knew a lot. I think that Dylan obviously is the one, and I'm gonna.
The only part of it that she may have had something to know, that she may have known something about, is when we have learned about the potential of Brian eating at the Mad Creek, which the Mad Creek has denied. But, a source did come out and say that, they confirmed that Brian ate there twice, and Bethany was a server at the Mad Creek. So to me, that's the only point that her involvement could have any significance. Because I don't really think that her presence had much of a significance as far as the crime was concerned.
Yeah, same. Mm-hmm. You guys, this video came out, and I seen it the first morning it came out. To be honest with you, I just never did anything with it. I just didn't know that I wanted to even go down this avenue at all.
This video.
Yeah. What did you think of it, Adam?
I never watched it. I never watched it.
Yeah, I only watched it up to the spot where it's showing red there myself.
But I know what it is.
Yeah.
And now having you pull it up, I'm like, oh, why would you not edit that white fan out of your video?
Well, no, look at his whole backdrop. It's like a hoarder lives there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a hoarder lives there. Anyways, and then I just his voice alone probably irritated me as well. Listening to him, I just wasn't into it.
Is this person trans?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the tag coming down from the hat. As an avid wearer of hats, I'm offended by the tag coming down from the hat.
I just, how some things you just, out of ridiculousness, not even, who knows if any of it's true? I was just like, some people jumped on it all right away. I seen it like right away before most channels did.
Yeah, you sent it to me. I just never watched it. Sorry.
I know. So, I mean, this guy that's a tran is saying that Dylan Mortensen is indeed a tran. Let's chat. And then, so he proceeds to say a lot of things there. Again, I dropped the link. You guys can go watch it if you're truly interested in it.
I don't buy it. One, it's not any of our business.
I just, yeah, again, there's people that want to get views off of it and stuff, and I just didn't feel the need to for some reason. It just didn't seem like something I wanted to entertain myself. And if people wanted to go watch it, they could. Yeah, how many people? Just hit one if you guys have saw this video. Just one if you saw it.
Kathy, what this person is implying, I've not seen it, but I'm just gonna summarize from my understanding, is that this person is insinuating that Dylan, the victim of seeing Brian and the victim of being the four victims in the Idaho case, that she's actually transgender and that she was born a man, but that she transitioned to a female. To me, it's the lowest form of I don't even know, trash, whatever you want to call it, because I don't buy it, first of all, and then second of all, I think that it's just tacky.
Yeah, and then he's saying that it's a good thing he's talking about it because only another trans,
right? Because he's transgender.
Because he's trans, so he feels like because he's trans, he has special rights in a sense. It's because
and I'm not criticizing him. I understand that that he might feel like that's his right if he is transgender, but
yeah,
I still don't think you have the right to call out a private citizen for something that, one, they haven't revealed themselves, and if anyone should understand that, it should be someone that's also transgender, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That to me seems to be a very private situation that only the individual in question should be the one confirming or denying it. Which is why we've never played the video.
Yeah. It just there's a point of it becoming ridiculous, and I found that you know what I just didn't feel it. I could have put out a video about talking about it. I just didn't want to touch it, to be honest with you. I thought I would share with you guys because you guys, everyone has, you guys can go see it if you haven't seen it. And again, here's the link for it in case you guys want to go check it out.
But there's an example of what you were talking about earlier, Sonny, as far as the ridiculousness that some of these cases bring out in people.
Yes, I guess it depends, like I said, where certain people draw their own lines in the sand. And when I was watching it, I was like, I just was like, yeah, I'm not touching this. I don't feel like getting into it, and I don't care if there's views or clicks off of it. It's not worth it for the couple bucks that you get. Is it worthy of, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Right. And regardless, it has no relevance to the case.
And no, it doesn't have any relevance. It doesn't have any relevance whatsoever. What has relevance is what she did see, why that it took so long, those type of things. Who cares if she is a tranny? Right. Who cares if she's not?
This person put out this video for clicks and views and for no other reason.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna report this,
Right. And good for them for feeling like they have the duty to do so because they're trans. That is their prerogative. I don't agree with it, but I'm not criticizing them because it's their thing.
Yeah. be honest with you, I haven't been keeping myself up to date too much with the whole Nicola thing going on because Brian Kohlberger's underneath arrest, so that it just becomes about, little tidbits of information that are coming out from Banfield and different stuff like that. And
whatever she reads on Reddit.
Yeah, it gets a little, just for me personally, like I said, and maybe this, like I said, for people that truly want to write off this case, for their clicks and views about it still, and talk about it, fine, so be it, whatever. I just always follow my heart with what I do. And when something, I'm not going to put out a video, just put out a video. It's just that simple. If it's important enough or something that, because people still want to hear about it, of course, but I'm just more selective of certain things. Like if it sounds like it's something that has like could be or possibility and stuff like that, that has something to do with the actual case. But this is really just talking about Dylan and her about if she's a tranny basically or not, and has really no relevance or bearing on the case. Yeah, Tony, I think, go ahead.
No, I said I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to do with on Idaho, to be honest with you. So let's move on to...
What do we have left? Madeleine?
We've got Madeleine. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look, we're whipping right through these, an hour and a half.
Yeah, let's see here. So, again, prayers for, Nikki is her nickname that she goes by. But yeah, so let's move on to, actually, hold on. Let me go to stop. No, I opened up the wrong thing here. Okay.
I just thought Daniel has all of 23,000 views on his video about Bethany. Just a few.
What's this thing doing? Exit and close debut. Yes, thank you. Okay. Sorry, Adam, what did you say there?
I had just refreshed my YouTube page, and Drunk Turkey Show's video popped up from Daniel about Bethany. And I was like, oh, Daniel's only got 23,000 views on his video about Bethany. Poor Daniel.
That must be rough.
Everyone make sure you go over to the Drunk Turkey Show and show them support, because they're really lacking.
Yeah, right.
I'm just playing.
Or stay here.
We love the Drunk Turkey Show.
Can we start over? No, Shelly. Okay, so this one, in my opinion, and Dylan doesn't, honestly, all I keep thinking about is a duck, to be honest with you. There's that one picture of her, where people pose for fish faces, and she looks like a duck in that one picture. That's all I got to say about that, to be honest with you. I hate those type of photos that people do. It's so unattractive when people sit there and purposely pucker up their lips. It's the most ridiculous thing to me to look like a duck. And I'd rather be a swan than a duck. Let me just put it that way. And I just internally laugh at those duck photos of people. So the one that's most widely used with Dylan happens to be the duck face one that I call, instead of some other ones where she's, more attractive in them, to be honest. Okay, so let's go on to here with the Madeleine McCann found DNA test request for women claiming to be missing. Girl explained. Okay, so that's Madeleine McCann's parents right there. Have you seen me? So basically, I'm just going to read this. The internet has been rife with speculation over a young woman's identity who has gone viral, claiming that she believes she is Madeleine McCann. Kate McCann's eldest child was 3 when she went missing in Portugal back in 2007. And now 21-year-old Julie Wendell has requested a DNA test. Find out everything you need to know. Who is Julie Wendell, and why does she believe she is Madeleine McCann? Julie is based in Poland and began to wonder about her identity after a comment from her grandmother. She has set up an Instagram account claiming to be the missing girl and has shared several snaps of herself from childhood, pointing out that she has the same notable speck in her eye and freckle on her leg as Madeleine. So speaking about her suspicions, she said, I don't remember being taken away. I don't remember my entire childhood. I have asked for pictures of when my mom was pregnant with me, other medical records, and any pictures from my childhood, and she never shows them. She just always tells me I'm crazy. My school teacher, when I was very young, said that I wasn't there from the start, but when my parents insist I was. After all this confusion, I began to do my own research. I discovered what happened to Madeleine McCann and started a piece together, the similarities we shared. It has been so stressful trying to get people to listen to me. Okay. Now I want to say to just for this person here, this person you can tell is truly trying to find out the answers to if she is or isn't. Um, I've watched her videos and she seems very sincere in just thinking that there's a lot of correlation between her and Madeleine. Now, this girl has had a lot of bad things happen to her during her life, essay and all different things. And of course, well, you know what? I'll keep reading and then I'll get into that. This is her account on Instagram, and I'm going to show you something with regards to that in a minute as well. So it says she added first reason. I don't remember most of my childhood, but my earliest memories is very strong, and it's about the holidays in a hot place where I should have said where I was at a beach, and white, very light colored buildings, apartments. I remember that I saw turtles on the beach, and it was a little bay. As I can remember, I saw turtles, and then there was other children. They're touching the small turtles. I don't see my family in my memory. Okay, and then Madeleine, of course, went missing in 2007. Remember, Adam had been to the place where Madeleine was taken as well on his holiday there. And so she also said that she believes her age might be wrong as she is 21 years old, while Madeleine would now be 19. Having Jerry and Kate McCann responded to Julie Wendell. Jerry and Kate have yet to give an official response to claims, though Julie has claimed that she has spoken with someone from the family and that she has an upcoming opportunity to speak to Madeleine's parents and that a DNA test will be done soon. So Julie is claiming to be missing Madeleine McCann. So update on Julia Wendell's DNA request. Julie is now being represented by Dr. Fia Johansson, who shared a message on her social media channel asking for understanding. She said her mental health is not okay because a lot of haters out there, a lot of comments and a lot of nastiness. She needs my help. My team and me are investigating her family, her background, where she came from and which family she belongs to, and any other details. We understood that the Madeleine case could be very sensitive. Says that company caption read, to everyone interested in Julia's search for answers, please understand that we are in the middle of an investigation. This is a vulnerable woman seeking answers about her identity and her life. Regardless of your opinions, she is a human being who deserves respect. When everything is done in the investigation in a few weeks, you can learn more, but more now. Please respect this woman's privacy. Her background was challenging and messy. There is no need to spew hatred, judgment, and stop, especially threats towards a person in need. This is unacceptable. Okay, so that's it for that article. And I listened to on the Instagram. She's talking with that Dr. Fia, whatever. She's doing like an interview with her, and there's a lot of beeping, and that's why I didn't. There's a lot of things said. There's a lot of beeping that's going on within that video. So that's why I'm choosing to just hand you guys over the link, myself in a sense, and say, here, go watch it. But what I have to say is this, and this is where it becomes about people being kind. So why is it that there's so many people out there that want so badly to know what happened to Madeleine McCann and, all these supporters of that case wanting to know answers, and then someone comes forward, which is very possible. It's still very possible that this could have happened to somebody, and it could be very impossible. But there's a lot of things, and I get it. She has a speck in her eye. She feels like there's a lot of similarities, and I'm not going to lie. She does have a lot of similarities to Madeleine McCann. But whether or not she is or not, but this is where internet becomes such vicious hatred people, giving her death threats, just the root of all evil lies within this internet here, and how a lot of people react. And like I said, there's people right now, that are going, it's not her. She's just doing this for this and that and this and that. That's exactly it, right? There's so many people that are just full of hatred that no matter what, they want to insert their ignorant attitude. And I'm just thinking, like, this child who has had a lot of stuff go on, because she is a child, she's 21, and if she is 21, and she's had a lot of stuff go on for her life, someone that probably I wouldn't doubt might have unalived herself along the way for what she has gone through, and so she just wants to find answers, whether it's right, whether she is or not. She just wanted to find answers, so she made this account on Instagram called, here, let me just take that down, which obviously is going to draw attention, and that was the purpose of it.
Right. And Sunny, I sent you a couple of pictures if you want some never before seen pictures from the condo.
Okay, thank you. So this is her Instagram, okay, and it is called I Am Madeleine McCann. And of course, most of this video, at the first 5-6 minutes, all it's going to be keep telling you is, look, there's all these imposters out there that have created all these accounts pretending to be this person. And she's saying, no, I have this account only, and I have a TikTok. That's it. All the other accounts are fake. They've said that for the first 5 minutes, on and on and on, right? And that's no different than what happened with Brian Kohlberger. Same thing. Anyone with a decent brain cell, again, can understand when somebody is being legitly just trying to find answers versus an opportunist trying to seek some fame here. Just the fact that she has a speck in her eye alone, leads you to believe that and there's a lot of similarities, that she possibly could be Madeleine, and she possibly couldn't be. We don't know what truly happened to Madeleine McCann. So again, if anyone's going to leave a comment about this, they better be respectful, okay? Because again, like to sit there and listen to how this poor girl is being treated when she's only just literally trying to find out answers. Again, there's a difference between someone that's trying to, obviously use it as an opportunity versus somebody that truly is trying to understand and where if she possibly is or not because of similarities. If she didn't have a speck in her eye, obviously we'd know, like, duh, So let's go back. So I'm going to drop the link for her Instagram, and you guys can go listen to that video. Hi, Alexa. So, okay,
Hey,
that's
Alexa.
That's the Instagram there. I guess I should put it as well in the, hold on, I'm going to make you guys watch an ad for a second because I need to click on the edit button. Like, it's literally pops over the edit button. So just watch an ad for a second, guys. Just so I'll put that in there. And that's in the description of this video. I'm going to put, I'll put that one in there while I'm doing it. I might as well just put that in there as well. Okay, and I'll put in this article copy as well. Okay. Save. There we go. You guys enjoyed that ad? Suckers. No, just kidding. So let me go back to, did you get an ad?
Yeah.
No?
Yep.
Okay. I thought you didn't pay for it though.
I don't, but I'm on StreamYard. I have the chat pulled up, but I have the video paused.
Sure enough. Okay. So, Adam said he sent me a couple pictures. So let me go back to those.
I did.
Actually,
These are never before seen pictures from the condo.
Stupid Facebook. Gotta go to my right Facebook. Hold on. Underneath the priming shame one. Give me 1 sec. Oh, I hate that metadata thing. Friend requests. Oh, there you go. That was from Miss Dog Lover. Okay. Let me just grab those. I don't think there's one more.
There are three.
You had to throw yourself in there, huh?
I did.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't even actually. I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here. Okay.
So this first picture, this is a picture of the back patio of apartment 5 that I literally took through the bushes. I like pulled the bushes apart and took it because the patio is completely covered up in shrubs. But the balcony you're looking at is the balcony we've all seen that most people assume.
Yeah.
Well, it's the door that was left unlocked that the parents went in and out of to check on the kids that night.
Yeah.
And so I've never seen a picture from this vantage point before. But it's from the patio. And then there's me outside the patio door, which is right on the wall. And then there's just the door leading to the patio. And I'm sure most people recognize the building there.
Yeah. Nice picture. This is such a beautiful little picture too.
It's a beautiful, I mean, the whole complex was gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I mean, clearly the best one is the one with me in it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
You fuzzy bee. Yeah. So
And my friend Rebecca took that picture. She's only like 5'2", which is why I look like I'm a giant in it. Because I am 6 foot tall, but Lisa said it would be nice if that guy would get out of the way. Well, Lisa, that's why I showed you a picture of me not in the way.
Okay. So I was gonna go. Let me go back to this. Thanks, Adam, for those.
You're welcome.
And so this is, of course, okay.
Definitely said, "Oh, look, a tree."
So this is, of course, I think she likes to be called Julia. Julie Wendell is her name, but Julia.
Sonny,
Okay,
what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on her? I mean,
in all honesty, I think that it's intriguing. I think that she definitely probably has some good validations in a sense that can make her think that perhaps she is. I think that she's doing this for an actual truthfulness to see if she is mad, because we all know that this stuff happens. We all know that children get abducted, and we never know.
Look at Elizabeth. Look at Elizabeth Smart.
Right? There's a lot of cases out there where people come back together because they were abducted when they were younger and stolen as children from hospitals, from all these different things. And that's where I'm saying, so why are people being so vicious to this poor girl? Regardless, she has had a hard life as it is. If you knew her backstory to her and the little bit, and she shares that with you, some of it in that video that I dropped on Instagram. And, like I said, have a heart for some of these people. It's one thing when someone's intentionally being an opportunist, but she actually has reasons to believe, like her nose and that speck in the eye, and even like her eyes, in a sense. The only thing that's doesn't ring, is the lips. But then somebody posted on one of our videos saying, hey, you know what? My daughter she didn't have much of an upper lip either, but her lips blossomed fully as she was getting older. And so even if she isn't Maddie, she still might have been abducted. And so, right, absolutely. Like, I want this poor child to find answers, whether or not she is Madeleine McCann or not.
Right.
But so, what's your thoughts?
And for anyone that isn't familiar with this, this is a girl. We played her. She originally posted something on Instagram Live, which we played on Friday night, I believe it was, with this girl. And Deb is the one that sent it to me. So thank you very much, Deb. But this is a girl that has been questioning whether she might be Madeleine McCann, and my personal opinion on it, what I can't stop from resonating in my head is the German authorities saying that they have evidence that Madeleine McCann is no longer alive. We don't know what that evidence is. Because of German law, it prohibits them from releasing that information until they feel like they can positively make an arrest. But they're also not known for coming out with information unless they can back it up. And so I'm not sure what information they have that they say is evidence that they think Madeleine was unalived shortly after her abduction. But I can't get it out of my head that they've said that. And they're very adamant about it.
Sorry, Adam, you can't get it out of your head that they said what?
That Madeleine McCann was unalived shortly after her abduction.
I see.
And that has to do with the German citizen that they have publicly named as a suspect in the case. But it doesn't also, change the fact that this girl, I think, has valid questions as to her identity. There are definitely some similarities. There are a few things I don't find similar in her appearance. But I think that this girl, validly deserves to have answers, or she needs psychological, possible assistance. But
yeah,
but I'm not going to go that far because I don't know her situation. But I mean, she's a beautiful girl, and I hope that she gets the answer she deserves. A DNA test should not be that hard to conduct. So I feel like she should have a very positive answer to this question she's asking.
Yeah.
But I personally don't believe Madeleine is alive.
Right. Alexa's saying, Kathy Chapin, I don't know why. Why would you not contact the parents or DNA? She's 21 years old. She's doing what most young people do. She's, when she wasn't getting help, like she needed to kind of go publicly to get help from people. She's not coming from this life of richness. And she asked her mother for stuff. So I'm going to disagree with that. I think that she is a typical 21-year-old, that her avenue was to go to the social media to try to get help in the way that she knew how to do it. And yeah, and she doesn't seem like, probably the most mature 21-year-old either.
Thank you.
And then now that she has gone publicly, now people are trying to help her, with money to get the DNA test. They've gone to the parents. The parents, I believe, are going to, like, of course, why not? Why wouldn't you? If the parents even for remotely thought, no, like, you're not even close. But if they thought that there was some striking similarities, of course they're going to agree to it. Why wouldn't they?
And if I can just say, too much mom, I agree. Julia's parents did not have any infant pictures of her. And that is odd. But it doesn't mean she's Madeleine McCann. But it doesn't mean that she might not have been abducted. It doesn't mean that she might just be one of the countless other abducted children that we have that are out there. I mean, just in the United States alone, every year, over 600,000 people go missing. Granted, the majority of those are found and not actually missing, but that's the number that's reported every year as far as missing people just in the U.S. alone.
Yeah. Okay. And again,
Yeah, thank you too much, Mom. I agree. Sorry, Sonny, didn't mean to cut you off.
No. As I said, right. I mean, she's basically saying, like, look, I asked my mom for pictures. She basically keeps brushing it off when I'm asking her for information. I talked to my teacher, and my teacher's saying that I wasn't there at the start, but my parents insist that I was. But yet they're not giving her information. So she started, and then she had learned about the Madeleine McCann case, I think, through her grandmother had made a comment about it. And then she kind of went on her own little search, trying to seek answers. And then obviously she just used social media to try to figure answers out. I'm not seeing any ill will intent on this child, to be honest with you. Again, I mean, obviously she has a speck in her eye. You can clearly see it. Now, it does look a little bit different than Madeleine's. Personally, when I look at it, like Madeleine's seems to go here. Let me take us off screen. Just going by this picture, and I could be totally wrong, but maybe not actually, because her pupils aren't dilated. Her pupils are dilated here. And so, I mean, that little square speck is here, but then her pupils are dilated here, but they're not there. So that speck is actually in that same area, really.
Yeah, to me, the speck looks similar. It's not quite as angled.
Right.
But
it's not quite as angled as what it seems to be like.
Right.
But, what strikes... Go ahead.
Quickly, I think everyone would love for this to be Madeleine McCann. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's anyone that's saying. I mean, that would be miraculous and incredible if it was. Yeah. I personally just don't think that it is. I don't think that she's making it up. I think she may validly think that she is. I just don't think she is.
I mean, the nose to me is strikingly similar. She really does seem to have that same kind of nose somewhat, because remember, this is a child versus the adult version, but she does have a very similar nose to me. For someone that would be growing up, that would turn into that. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Who knows? I just hope she finds the answers.
Right.
Regardless,
we should all look at a picture of ourselves from Madeleine's age to 21.
Right.
Maybe I'll do that tonight and look at the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. To me, the speck on Maddie is that right. I get it. The one, you're right, Ivy. That's kind of how I look at it too.
Yeah.
It looks like it's at 7:00, and the other one looks like it's at 6:00. But to be honest,
Kathy, of course you are. Of course, you're allowed to say whatever the criminal profiler said.
But when I zoom in, it's not as angled as you actually think.
It still looks like 7 or 6:30 to me.
Yeah. And that just could be it. Well, but again, if Madeleine's parents are agreeing, I mean, like I said, let the process take its course. I don't think there's no need to bash this girl. I don't feel like she's doing it for opportunity's sakes. I think she just wants to find out where she came from. If she's truly 21, why isn't her mom giving her these pictures, or why is she brushing it off? And why isn't she just wants answers? It's what? I have an older sister that has a different dad that we didn't know she did for a long time. That's what I call Satan. Okay. And Satan there, my mom told her that she was, that it was this particular person. So my older sister, like I said, call her Satan. She went down to this furniture, it was a carpet store that this gentleman owned. And she went to say, hey, I believe that you're my father, type of thing, and wanted him to take a DNA test. And he refused, didn't want nothing to do with her. So imagine the heartache of thinking that this guy was your dad. Now, later on, my mom said, well, actually, there was two guys that she had. One she dated and one she just slept with overnight. And this is the crazy part of this, you guys. So my sister went on this search looking for, wanting to know as much as she can about her dad. Like my mom, she couldn't remember certain things, but she wanted these answers. And what was crazy, okay, my twin sister had mentioned one time on a live, what was crazy about this all is Paula, which is my her name, she literally was a friend of what she came to find out was her half sister. So we live in Vancouver, Canada. Okay. Vancouver, Canada it's like going to Toronto. It's like the most populated city. There's two populated cities in Canada, and Vancouver is one of them. If you want to talk about a small world, okay, we're not talking about 3,000 people, 5,000. We're talking about millions of people that live in Vancouver and the suburban areas. And my older sister, come to find out that her friend was actually her half sister. And although I don't talk to Satan, I recall seeing a picture of her with her sister. And as soon as you see her, you can go, yeah, that's where Paula's looks come from. Hers come from that side of the family, meaning her father. But isn't that crazy that this person she knew for all these years in this, place of millions, that she was actually friends with? Like, you want to talk about stars aligning, things happening, but again, she just wanted answers. That's how I feel about this girl here. I don't feel like there's no smell test that I need to do or anything like that. I just feel like that this girl feels like she has attributes and she's just looking for answers. And that's how I see it. And that's how I'm going to call it myself, when it comes to this. And it would be amazing if she turned out to be Madeleine, but chances are she won't, I mean, right. The odds are, chances are she won't, but it's a possibility.
She's definitely grabbed the attention of social media. That's for sure.
Well, absolutely. And I'm glad she has. I mean, just to get answers for herself. I'm sure that when she went into this, she didn't realize it would explode, of course, like a lot of people don't, right? They're not going to realize that it's going to explode that much, and then it does, and then it went viral.
If for some reason it would turn out that she is doing this for attention, well, God help her, because that's not going to bode well for her.
Right.
But I don't believe she is. I believe she either, one, has legitimate concerns or questions over her identity, or two, she needs, like I said, psychological help. But I don't get the feel that this is an intentional grab for attention. But time will tell, because a DNA test is easy to prove.
Yeah. Which picture is she talking about? Which picture?
Someone had asked, Ellen M had asked if Julia had posted pictures of herself at younger ages to compare, and I know that she had, because we've seen a few of them.
Yeah.
I don't personally have them handy though.
Well, I mean, like, there's these pictures here that I still have, right? Like, there's this picture here. Like, there's a lot of similarities there, to be honest with you. There really is.
Those are the ones she's talking about, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those right there, like that nose to mouth area is very similar. There's a lot of similarities in a sense, just by looking at this in certain ways, Again, this one, someone's trying to point out some sort of mark on the cheek. That one, I'm just not really, this picture does the least for me, to be honest with you. But this one right here, very strikingly, just because they're on the same side angle as well. And I don't know, let me just put it this way. I can understand if she's questioning it, especially with the speck in the eye, you know.
Sure.
And then this one here is again just, you know, I'm sure there's definitely more pics, but don't forget, you guys. I shared with you guys that video. I suggest before making all these judgment calls, in a sense, on her, that you guys perhaps go watch this video where she's talking. I'm going to drop it again. It's on the Instagram. Go check it out for yourself, and then maybe see what opinion you have after the fact. And then tell me what you think in the comment section of this video later on, once you've actually watched it.
And I'm going to do a shameless plug really quick because I'm one person away from hitting 1,100 subscribers. So if any of the 84 people watching are not subscribed to Aspen Connor, please go to my channel and subscribe. And if you're not subscribed to It's a Crime and Shame, get subscribed and make sure you hit the like button so that it helps the algorithm.
Oh, we finally turned green after an hour. Doesn't mean
we love
nothing.
YouTube.
Hi, Twinny Tab. How are you? Hey, Shelly. Ivy Rose. Alexa's in the house. Alexa, we really need to do the John Bonet story. I'd really like.
I know we
better
get on that.
Yeah, I really want to do the John Bonet one with Alexa.
Is that for Friday?
Yeah, you know what? Oh wait, Friday I have a dentist appointment, but let's see here. Yeah, Alexa, do you want to do it for Friday? Let me know in the comment section of this video. Kathy Chapin, Fuzzy B, just give me some shout outs here. Lisa, don't forget, you guys, happy birthday to Deb from Deb's True Crime Notebook. Actually, let's take a look here. I want to look at something.
And Lisa, we do hope you feel better.
Yeah. 6,965 subscribers. Okay. Is anyone in here that's not subscribed to this channel? And can you just subscribe? And once you, of course, are bound to that subscribe button, it means you can't unsubscribe. Okay. unless of course you're just a troll watching, feel free to subscribe and unsubscribe every live that we do, just so you can get in.
Lisa, could you just please resubscribe for a little bit?
Yeah, Lisa, come on. We know. And if you could just use all your multiple accounts too. She is somebody's child. Her eyes. Yeah. Again, I urge you guys to go watch that Instagram and then come back here once you have, and then put your comments to what you think about if this girl, regardless, what your guys' thoughts are. If you think that perhaps Madeleine, but even if not, there's a point there. She's getting some nasty hatred, right?
Yeah.
And that's the sad part for me, is that people literally are saying that they want to, to go off herself and this and that. Come on.
What's wrong with people, by the way?
There's a lot wrong with people, Adam. That's the problem.
Because even if this girl is doing this for attention, she doesn't deserve to lose her life. Calm down, people.
Right.
Just go about your day.
Yeah.
Madeleine McCann definitely never deserved to lose her life, but we don't have to wish unaliving on anyone. You can just go about your day.
I have wished that Michael's wheelchair would go off the road. I'm not gonna lie. What? I have wished that would happen. In a good way. In a good way, though.
Into a bed of poppies.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes. A bed of roses with a lot of thorns.
No, a bed of poppies, so he falls asleep.
Okay. If you guys don't know who we're referring to,
you don't need to.
You don't need to know, actually. Yeah. Sometimes they're little inside personal jokes if you don't know. Just trolls. We're just trolling back sometimes a little bit.
Right. Michaela, your mom is a wise woman.
What did Michaela's mom say? My mother used to say, if you can't say, oh yeah, that's the biggest expression there. Yeah. If you don't have nothing good to say, then don't say anything at all. That's not going to stop most of us, to be honest with you. But I wish y'all.
If you live here in the South, you can say, bless your heart. which translates to
Bless your
"Thank
heart.
God it isn't me."
Right. And that's always my thing. Like whenever I think about other people that want to do stuff like that, I'm always like, in my head, I'm always like, I'd rather be me than you. Simple as that. There was something on Metal Mama Michelle's page. What did it say actually? I think I saved it.
An eye for an
On
eye.
Twitter. No, 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 no. What did it say? I'm pretty sure I saved it. It was I took it. Well, besides this one, um, that one's for Deb.
Aw. Deb's not old.
No, not 29 isn't old, is it? And anyone that wants to look at that picture again, feel free. There's that
Oh.
picture. You love it. So
Could he careen that neck any further up?
okay. Right. Okay, so hold on. Where did it go? I took it. Where did the poo one go? Because it would have been right beside it.
Yeah,
Did
Michaela,
I-
where's Austin? I've been thinking about him. Kidding.
Where'd it go? And it's funny. It should have been right here beside this one. Yeah. Did I think I screenshotted it? Oh. Darn. It should have been just right there.
You know what I'm going to do when we're done with this, Sonny?
No, what are you going to do?
I'm going to pray
Peace, love, and light, people.
that I have things to make tacos because I'm hungry
Oh.
for tacos.
Are you oh, yeah. I love tacos. Taco. Darn it. Let me go see. I just want to go see because I thought it was a cute. You know when you come across, like a really kind of cute saying or whatever, or something that's just kind of like, usually Metal Michelle Mama's tweets are funny.
Oh, and Michaela, 100%. There's a bromance happening between Sonny and Metal Michelle Mama.
Yeah, duh. She's playing hard to get recently, though. I'll tell you that much. Oh.
Sonny's favorite thing.
Oh, this is it. Okay. This one makes me laugh because this is so true. Let me just save it. I'm pretty I think I see. Oh, that's it. I think I saved it on my iPad. And that's why I didn't see it. I think that's what happened there. But this one right here is really so true.
Michaela, no. I wish there was, but no, I don't think Austin's taking on it. Kidding.
There we go. This one right here says, "You find it offensive. I find it funny. That's why I'm happier than you are." Because it's so true. Like if you let everything bug you, including true crime and stuff like that, honestly, again, people do the most ridiculous things. And for me personally, I don't really take anything to heart. I don't. I even if it might seem like it, I don't. I really don't. I'm that person that finds most things comical, even when they're making fun of me on a different channel, and even if it's not in a good light, I don't care. Like really, I don't.
Sonny, you don't take anything to heart?
Why? Well,
you don't take anything. I love you.
I knew you were going to say that. Get out of my face. Stop. Stop, Adam. Puke. Stop. No. But no, if people try to live by this a little bit, instead of getting offended by things that people do, again, just be glad that you're a different person to what those people are doing, and that's why I can laugh it off because, again, I would rather be me than those people. And people are going to say stuff regardless. They're going to put stuff out there regardless. I mean, like I said, I've been mocked so many times in some of these people's videos, by certain creators and that. And honestly, I don't typically watch them, but when they are sent to me, and I do watch the odd one, again, I just laugh at it because they're just making themselves typically look like fools by bashing all these people all the time, constantly. Like that's their way of creating true crime. Okay, hey, go to town with it. not going to get very far, to be honest. Right, go to town. Mashed potato. You guys are talking food. Stop. Okay. Buy me a coffee. Oh, sorry. Buy Adam a coffee. He's the one that's looking for all the love and support today. I love mashed potatoes. Hold on. Come back on screen. Yeah, I had tacos. Adam.
Yes, ma'am.
I need to go to the little girls' room. So can you talk just talk to yourself or amongst these friends? One of the two. See if there's anything else.
Sonny, what do you want me to say? Just tell me what to say and I'll say it.
Just make something up. Yeah. I don't know. Like, those, yeah, just make something up. Yeah. Why don't you talk about, how nice Alexa is? Like I said, don't lie too far.
But you said don't. But you said don't lie.
I know, right?
I'm kidding.
You can talk about fibro critter. I see fibros here. You can
Hey,
talk
Fibro.
about
Fibro. I got your email, and I know that Sonny and I both can't find anything on our end that would prevent you from chatting on your other account. So, Sonny, go
thought Fibro fixed it. Yeah, okay, I'll be right back.
Awkward silence. Kidding. Yeah. So Fibro.
I'm on my way though.
Hurry up. Yeah, Fibro. I can't find any reason on our end that anything on your other account would prevent you from chatting. And I'm not going to take much time, but I really don't know. So I'll respond to your email. But I don't really have anything to say. So I hopefully YouTube was able to figure it out. All right, cool. Let's see. What do we have here? I know, right, Lisa? Lisa says, I know Austin's an accountant and I like to count money. Thank you. Y'all are silly. Oh, too much. Mom says, at Sunny, I just emailed you the pic of Julia I was talking about. Okay, we'll have to pin that one for when she gets back. Alexa says, Shelly, you haven't tried my mashed potatoes. Every holiday, I'm in charge of making the mashed potatoes. That's because Alexa puts pink sparkly glitter that's edible in her mashed potatoes. So I've heard. Oh, well, yeah, Alexa, my mom's secret was always to use Milnut, which I think is a Midwest thing. Like I know in the South, you can't buy Milnut. You have to buy condensed milk, which isn't quite the same. But my mother growing up always would use Milnut in her mashed potatoes, and they were the best mashed potatoes I've ever had. I don't think she would mind me giving that secret away. Sonny, you peed quick.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you washed your hands. I'm going to go out on a limb.
You know what? You caught me. But does it count, though, that I wiped at least? Okay, thanks. You're right. I was racing back because I didn't want to leave you hanging by yourself.
I appreciate it.
But this picture, actually, Lewis had given me that same night. I ended up not showing it because we kind of got off that topic. So somebody just sent me this now. Thank you for that. But yeah, Lewis had sent me that night, and I wanted to show you guys it. And so thank you for reminding me about this picture. So taking us off screen for a sec so you guys can see it better. Again, yeah, she has like very full lips there.
Yeah, her lips look the same there that they do now.
You know,
that to me is the biggest difference. And I know a lot of people disagree. Her eye shape to me is not the same.
I think that they're more the same if she was to open them wider. I think that they're of the same shape versus other people's in a sense. I think if she was to open them wider, like Madeleine has in there, but I think it's similar shaping. It's what we call like, I don't know, oval, I guess. Like a hazelnut.
I mean, Madeline has some of the biggest eyes I've ever seen. I mean, the child's gorgeous, and I mean, so is Julia. But the eye shape to me is just not the same. To me, it's more of an oval versus an almond.
Right. I guess. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't really have the same eyelashes going on either.
No.
You know, these striking eyelashes that you see on her.
And to me, her lips in that picture are the same as they are as an adult.
Can I just say this, though, that in this picture, it looks more like 7 o'clock. It looks like 7 o'clock on her here, and it looks like 7 o'clock more so on Julia in this picture, actually. When I'm looking at it now, I can see the angle more so. The other picture wasn't showing it as well, but I can see. So she really does have a similar angle to that. But I think all in all,
she looks Polish to me. She doesn't look English.
Yeah. I mean, the nose as Julie was older, I could see it looking more like this, but in this picture,
but the bridge is so much more narrow in that picture. I'm sorry, Sunny.
Yeah. No. I agree. I agree when I see it compared to this one more so. I'm gonna say, although they have striking similarities in certain ways, and especially, of course, when somebody has, I've seen people with specs in an eye, of course, but and this one, obviously, you know, someone, she has it. I just don't feel like it's gonna be her.
Right.
The lips.
I can't get myself around the fact that, like I said, anyone that knows German authorities, they are very reluctant to ever come out and say anything publicly about an ongoing criminal case. And for them to come out and say that they have evidence that makes them unequivocally confident that Madeleine is no longer alive, I can't let that go out of my mind. Because in my mind, knowing what they found in that abandoned property of the suspect that they've publicly named, they found 68 video files, I believe a few hundred photo files of children, some of which he produced and were in. I'm not unconvinced that they don't have video or photographic evidence of her demise. I don't believe that Madeleine is still alive. But either way, I hope that this Julia girl gets the answers that she's searching for.
Yeah, absolutely. I think because these ages are so similar, close to each other, this is the best. This is one of the best side-by-side comparisons to actually look at versus an older to a younger. I mean, they're virtually close to the same age here, obviously. And I just don't, I think that there's similarities, but I don't feel like it's going to be her. And Adam, I remember this case back in the day when I was following it, like back in the whatever early 2000 or later 2000s there. And I remember watching a documentary on it, a few different documentaries. And I remember that place, with all those videos, that really disgusting place. And then that suspect that crossed over the border because Portugal, and then he went over to what's beside it. What was the place that he went to? Was it Germany? Where did he go? What's the border that crosses where they're saying that this suspect is?
Wait, what did you ask?
That the guy that there is the suspect. They said that
he's a German citizen that had fled. He had lived in Portugal, was arrested for something. He had fled back to Germany. He then was arrested in Germany at one point, fled back to Portugal, and then fled back to Germany on another charge that he was then extradited to Portugal for, and is now serving a 7-year prison sentence for.
Isn't he the guy that beat up some 76-year-old lady?
Yes, that's what he's serving the 7-year sentence for right now.
Yeah, I remember that.
Why is his last name B? Something B. I don't know why his name is escaping me right now.
I can't.
But yeah, no, he's been arrested for essay on a 5-year-old, essay on another child. I can't remember the age, and then essay in the quote most brutalist form imaginable, which I don't know what that means, but one could only imagine. On the 76-year-old, I believe, or 77-year-old. Yeah. To me, Julia looks like a beautiful Polish girl, and Maddie looks like a beautiful British girl. I think Julia looks Polish.
Yeah, I just, like I said, at the end of the day, whatever answer she's seeking, I hope she finds.
Right. And if you look at the age progression photos they've released of Maddie, I mean, not that those are ever 100% at all, but again, they don't look like her. I would like to know what Maddie's siblings do look like, though, Too Much Mom. I've not seen a picture of them because they're still minors, and that would be inappropriate. But my heart has always gone out to Jerry and Kate McCann, because I don't personally believe that they had anything to do with Madeleine's disappearance, and I know they've always received skepticism.
Yeah.
But I've done quite a bit of looking into this case, and a lot of people that I respect and I'm friends with disagree with me on it. But I don't think that the parents had anything to do with it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Lisa, I'm not sure if you wanted to come up and talk about Flora or not.
I think Lisa's not feeling well. Lisa's got the C word.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And it's not chlamydia.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Oh, hey, Mel.
Yeah, hey,
I'm
Mel's
sorry.
been in here for a little bit.
Sorry, I just saw it.
Mel, I couldn't say hi to you because Numchucker there was talking and talking.
Me?
No, me. Obviously.
The other person here. Oh yeah, you're right.
The other person. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I personally don't really. I mean, we kind of covered things that we wanted to. We covered like for anyone arriving. You know, we were talking about Delphi at the start. Then we were talking about, I think, was it Murdaugh next? And of course, Nicola, and then Idaho, and then Madeleine. So pretty much covered what we wanted to talk about myself. Sonny, did you read my 911 information? No? Where? What? What's Lisa talking about? What's she talking about?
It's Lindsay B.
I know. Lisa, what are you talking about? Did you read my 911 information?
I know she said something early on in the chat to Deb about the 911 stuff. I don't remember the.
Well, not unless it magically appeared somewhere.
Yeah, she put it in the chat. We were going over some of the Delphi stuff, so we were reading a lot of the transcripts. Oh, Mel, I'll send those to you because I meant to do that earlier.
At least I didn't see it. If that's the case, when I'm in behind a different program, especially when I have these up or a bit whatever, I don't necessarily look at chat as often because I can't see the chat when I'm like in this program, for instance. I don't see chat at all. So I'm not really sure what you said. So if you want to say it again, feel free. Did Fibro say Fibro was still having issues?
Yeah, I got it. Did you get the email from Fibro today? I think it was put to both of us, but
No, I got it
I couldn't
yesterday.
find. I couldn't. Oh, yeah. I guess Fibro sent it yesterday. I got it today. I couldn't find any reason though. So Fibro said she's got to take it into YouTube. So hopefully they can help because it's nothing on our end that I can see.
I went up and down my block list, and I didn't block Fibro, so so I don't know if it glitched when Deb accidentally hid Fibro. I don't know. I found out that Flora 911 is being revamped, which I am researching this part. What does that mean? I still don't know what that means.
I'm not sure.
Lisa, I don't actually know what that means. I found out that Flora 911 is being revamped, which is why I'm.
That email is old. I'm sorry, Fibro. I'm really bad about checking my email.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that email was CC'd to me and you, and I saw it and I seen that it was sent to you, so I had a feeling that was the same one.
Fibro, I'm really bad about checking my email.
Okay, I think what Lisa's talking about is the 911. You know, when you're gonna call 911, like the Flora 911, the people. I think I heard about that actually. Like, wasn't that like a week ago or something? They were talking about. Wasn't it? It was the Flora that I watched a video on or something, where they were talking about, like the people that were in it. I'm pretty sure I watched something about that. I don't know if it was like that Mien Zong Dong channel.
The 911 call that came in 6 minutes after the call had been up. Okay. Kathy, what is the Flora case? Kathy, very, very, very briefly. I mean, it's almost disrespectful to even abbreviate this much, but essentially, 4 beautiful little girls lost their lives in a house fire in Flora, Indiana, in 2016 in November. There were signs of accelerant found in the case, but no justice has ever been brought to the victims, or really any answers or explanation as to what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jen, I don't know. I don't think we know who you're talking about either. Sorry, Adam. And yeah, the Flora, like I said, another case that we really would like to see justice for those 4 girls. And people are really pushing the Flora lately, which is nice. There's some channels out there really.
And Sunny, I think we were kind of expected. This is off topic, but Madeleine, obviously. Wait, what? Let me read that again. Sorry. The girl passed in a tragic incident while her parents both.
Well, it didn't seem like you were talking about Madeleine. No.
I'm going to disagree with you, Jan. No offense, but the parents have been alleviated of any involvement in Madeleine's disappearance. She's never been ruled deceased, although German authorities have said that they believe she's deceased, which I personally think she is as well. But I don't think that Kate or Jerry had anything to do with her demise, and there's never been an ounce of anything that points to them covering up anything. They're, by all accounts, 2 parents that were victims of their daughter being taken from them and unalived. The case was never solved. And so I'm sorry, but I'm going to disagree with you 100% that this case was never solved.
Yeah.
So obviously, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's why people are going, who are you talking about? I mean, first of all, I never heard that myself. So I'm thinking that she's talking about somebody else's case, not Madeleine's, obviously, because That to me is just a big conspiracy story that someone wanted to believe. I don't know.
And if you're going off the information about the dogs and the DNA in the boot of that car, the dogs and the DNA evidence that was found in the apartment and in the boot of the car did not match to Madeleine. Never. She did not fall on the couch on the tile floor. No, they never. No, she said they found an almost matched DNA is not a DNA match. Almost 90% of the population share the same DNA. So an almost match is not good enough when we're talking about DNA. They didn't clean the scene. It's not a money-making machine.
No.
And they can't go back. I'm sorry, Jan. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but
well, it's not even that.
It's the wildest of speculation. It's not true, and it's harmful to the poor family of Madeleine McCann to insinuate that.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, like that one's like that personal. Like, I mean, Jan, you have, of course, the right to whatever you want to think on this one. I'm going to absolutely categorically disagree with this.
Right. And Michaela, yes, the cadaver dogs did alert to the area behind the couch, but the DNA was never, ever, ever found to be a match.
Yeah. Alexa's saying, yeah, you can't almost have DNA. Yeah, right. I mean, it could just be miswording there, but can't almost have just DNA. It's either it is or it isn't.
Right.
Jan, I heard this rumor about it. You know what? Again, I'm not into the far-fetched things. A long time ago for myself, I never ever thought the parents had anything to do with this myself whatsoever. I'll stick to the fact that I believe that gentleman has definitely involvement in it, and to what the police over there are saying.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so passionate about it, but I've looked into the case quite a bit, and it's hard when there's a child that age that goes missing, not to get impassioned about it. So I feel the utmost of pain when I look at the McCanns.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And she may have, Lisa, she may have. And I mean, I think she's admitted to that in the past, but I still don't think that had anything to do with it. But what was I saying before that? I was going to say, a lot of us, it's a different case, but we all kind of expected the Flint Farmer case to start today. And I don't think Sunny and I have addressed it, but the case has been. Oh, you have. The case has been delayed. I don't know. Do you know the new date, Sunny?
Yeah, it's in like January, February, March, April, like May.
Okay.
It's in May. Can't remember the exact date, but I think towards the end. Yeah.
Okay, so this is involving Karina McClurkin. So I guess her case has been continued until May. Yeah, but we will do updates on that.
Yeah, I think that the pre-jury was a little bit sooner, like on the 4th month. So April, May, and then the jury is for May. Yeah, I showed it the other day. I'm just too lazy right now to go look at my.
No, you're fine. I hadn't seen that, so I just wanted to. I knew that a lot of us expected that to start today. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And Jan, I want to say this too. I mean, it's no different than a lot of other cases, right? Everyone has the right to their opinions. Doesn't mean that other people are going to agree with it. If that's what you feel happened, and then so be it. Again, because people have different opinions, regardless if it's a Nicola Bulley case, the Delphi case. It doesn't matter. Personally, like I said, my stance on that one is definitely not that your theory whatsoever, or what you feel is that one. So yeah, I mean, I never ever felt that the parents had any involvement with that case whatsoever. Yeah, you're right. I mean, anything's possible, but like I said, I I can't say I didn't hear of that because I did. I just forgot I heard of it. That's why. That's why when I seen the initial comment, I was like, "What story are you talking about?" Well, at least I have to disagree because anesthesiologists know more than anyone that you would never give anesthesia without having them on machines monitoring heart, lungs. Well, wait, what? I don't know.
And again, Jan, I'm just going to disagree. Because when you say dried up blood, there's never been a public release of what DNA was found, but there has been the public declaration that it was not determined to be Madeleine's.
Yeah. I mean, she's obviously feels like that's her.
And I get it.
Yeah. I mean, so be it. We're just going to simply agree to disagree, Jen. Again, if that's your path, then so be it. It's just not ours personally. And it might be a lot of other people's too, Jen.
I will be happy to publicly apologize if it comes to fruition that you're correct, Jan. I just don't think it's going to happen.
That's because it's not going to happen. 99.9999% I'm in.
Stop that DNA talk.
Okay. But yeah, I mean.
You about ready? Oh.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say simply that you can never use the word almost match DNA, though.
Right.
That's just like, no. It's either it does or it doesn't.
Danger Dave's being Switzerland there. Anything is possible.
Anything's possible.
Exactly, Danger Dave.
Yeah. I mean, until we literally get the answers, it's just all speculation. Again, you stick closest to the pathway that's being put out there, and it's going to veer off somewhat, in different directions, kind of like the Suzanne Morphew case. There's kind of like a definite line that you follow, and then but I didn't know about no spy pen and different things like that. It's like with any case, right? It doesn't matter what it is. You got your far out there theories, you got your reasonable theories, and then you have your that's just the bottom line of it. I feel like there's three. You got your medium, high, and low. So, but yeah, I would again like to really do the John Bonet one, Alexa, and hey, I mean, if you want to do a live on the Madeleine McCann one, and like with information that Adam, or whatever. Again, it's a case that I haven't really paid attention to in a long time because it's kind of like the John Bonet. I followed it when it happened. It's always stayed in my head, in my mind, but have I followed? Huh?
Right. 2007 was a long time ago.
So, that was a long time ago.
Like I said, I'm still planning on doing a whole video about it, which I guess now would be the time, considering there's renewed interest in it. But I'm not one to do things just because something's popular.
Yeah, on there.
But yeah, exactly. Cold truth. Occam's razor. Occam's razor tells me I should be making tacos very shortly tonight.
So I was telling you, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Because you had them earlier, and it's Taco Tuesday, so
it is Tuesday.
The most logical of answers is always the way to go.
Yeah. With that being said, we're gonna bring this live here, and I'm gonna put you on thing. I look like a grease monkey. I shouldn't really come back on screen, but whatever. I look like a total grease monkey. Whatever. Enjoy it, people.
Go wash your hair before we come back on tonight later. I'm kidding.
Jan, I feel like Jan is having a little bit of anger. A little bit of anger issues a little bit. Because obviously when she brought out her statement earlier, she goes, Madeleine, obviously. So no, it wasn't obvious to a lot of us that have never even gone down that road of path and whatever. So chances are we're not going to get upset or excited.
But Jan, I didn't expect the news to come out in 2020 when they released his name. So you know what? Maybe there will be another twist to the case, but I'm just going off the information that I found through my research. But like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Just because I disagree doesn't mean I'm being disrespectful. So I hope you're not taking it that way. Oh, sorry.
You're a man.
Oh, I love Jan for a man.
Oops. You know what? I've heard the name Jan, but you know what? I would have thought female just because of the avatar to go with it. It was catching the pink.
I like the blocks.
Yeah.
I like the blocks.
Yeah. Well, that little thing was catching my eye. Anyways, if you're a man, you're a man. Most times it's like you think it's a man and then they say that they're a female. In this case, Jan is that name that's male or female.
Right.
Anyways,
even if we disagree, like I said, Madeleine McCann's case is a perfect example of a case that people should feel passionate about, and so you don't have to feel the same way I do about it. Are you if you're in the Netherlands, Jan, then I like you even more because I love the Netherlands. But
wow, now you're just sucking butt here, buddy. All right.
No, I do. Madeleine McCann's case is a case that everyone should be passionate about.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I respect that you feel the way you do. I just don't feel the same.
Yeah. I mean, Alexa's a male too, but you guys would think she was female just by that picture and the name.
Sonny, we're not talking about how she was born. I'm kidding.
Well, listen to her too. Look at this. I medicated my kids. I medicated my kids on our 32-hour trip, but my doctor gave them the medicine. Anyways, you guys, again, please hit the like and the share if you could. Again, this was just more of how many impromptu lives do we have? It's always Adam. Usually I'm thinking it, but then lots of times I just go, nah, I'm just going to rest and relax and think of stuff. Yeah. Cheers. For Matt. Cheers.
Jan, my favorite neighborhood in Amsterdam is it's Joorda. I guess Jordan neighborhood. It's my favorite neighborhood in the whole city. Sorry. Yeah.
I just love the aggression and the ass kissing. That's what I'm loving watching right now.
Well, no, I do. I love Amsterdam. We visited there.
Who? You did?
We did when we were going around the world.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say we were playing Crazy 8-Ball. Yeah. Actually, hold on. Oh no, did I close it out? Okay, guys. Okay. Before we go, I'm gonna let a couple of you guys ask some questions to the crazy. Oh, don't get me started.
You want to do the 8-Ball or do you want to do the tarot card?
No, the 8-Ball.
8-Ball. Okay.
Yeah. Let's do the 8-Ball. All right.
How many should we do?
Let's do 10 questions.
Oh, 10.
10. I know. Gotta go. Okay, 10 questions. Who
Jan,
wants to ask?
Jan, now's your chance.
Oh,
if you want to ask.
Look at my questions up. Mark, buddy, where are you? Mark, will you be buying me an air fryer? It is certain. Okay.
Yeah, it was gorgeous though, Jan.
Okay, people, let's go. Come on. Come on. I got my go ahead.
Oh, Shelly. Oh, really, Shelly? Shelly said, is Trump going to be president again?
All right.
Way to start us off combative there, Shelly.
I was going to say, right? Question mark. Whoops. Okay, let's see. Give this ball a shake. Ding, 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 ding. What's the answer? It is decidedly so. We just started off, Shelly. Controversial and everything. Anybody else? Okay, what's the next question? Next question, people.
Will Sonny protect me in Deb's basement?
Okay. 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 Of course, I will, even if this thing says otherwise. Act. Oops, hold on. Give it a question mark.
I think you have to put. I think you need to use third person there because it's for Mel. Will Sonny protect Mel?
Oh, right. Protect Mal. We'll just do that.
Mel?
Oh, no. Mal. And Mal too, Jen, is another male that looks female. Just saying. Okay. Ready? Brrr, ding, 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 ding. Signs point to yes, Mal.
There you go.
It knows it. 8-Ball knows it. 8-Ball knows how to be a rock star. What else?
Third question: will Adam swap sides?
Okay. You guys are a little cray tonight. Okay. Will Adam swap sides? Okay. Shake, rattle, and roll, people. Yes, Adam will Adam swap sides. Yes, this.
But only for you.
Mm-hmm. What's the next question underneath that I saw?
Yeah, the third question, or the fourth question is: will Summer Wells be found alive? And Michaela, just so you know, I'm expensive.
Right, for sure. Ready? Brrr, ding, 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 ding. Ask again later. Okay.
Oh, let's ask again later. Wait, it's later.
It's later. Let's ask it again. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Oh.
I think. Okay. You know what?
Do you need to recalibrate the 8-Ball?
I feel like it needs a. Let's
ask it. So far, it's saying Trump is going to be president.
I know.
I'm switching sides.
Shoot, signs point to yes.
And that Summer Wells is going to be found alive.
Everything's saying yes. Okay, we did it 3 times. Okay, that's what 8-Ball's saying.
Okay.
So I'm saying yes.
Okay, Fluzzy B says, if Fluzzy B uses her bloomers as a parachute, will she survive from
Wait a second. Who typed that long ass sentence and expects me to type that? If I use bloomers as a parachute, will I survive if I throw from a
right? If Fluzzy B uses bloomers as a parachute, will she survive?
To type all that shit.
Well, I can't because I don't have the 8-Ball app.
Fluzzy B. What? Jump. Wait, what? Fluzzy B.
If Fluzzy B uses bloomers as a parachute.
Yeah.
Will she survive from a plane if thrown from a plane? I like that she said thrown from a plane.
All right, Fluzzy B. This thing says yes, it's broken. It is decidedly so.
I think the 8-Ball's off tonight.
I feel like it is. Well, yes, definitely. I'm starting to pull up the tarot deck. Most likely. Okay, I give it 3 times. So I guess it depends, though. Maybe that plane's only like 5 feet off the ground.
Right. It's one of those children's, like you drop the quarter in and it goes.
Yeah. Trick questions.
Okay, so 100 people says, will my wife be upset with me if I drink her Moscato?
Oh, is staring right at. Oh, it's staring right at me. Okay, I wish I could copy and paste. Okay, Adam, read it to me again. Hold on. Okay.
Will my wife be upset with me with 100 people if I drink my Moscato or drink her Moscato?
Right. Oh wait, what is that at me? But then you said 100 people.
Well, 100 people who wrote it. Okay. Will 100 people's wife be upset?
Hold on. 100. Let me do it this way. 100 people asks. Okay.
Will my wife be upset with me if I drink her Moscato?
Okay. I'm sure that's how you spell it. Moscato. That's how you spell it. Okay. Yep. Ready? Ask again later.
Okay, it's later.
Okay, it's later. Signs point to yes, she'll be upset at you. So keep your eyes off of it. Let me see what this.
Remember, 100 people. It's opposite night apparently. So just drink it.
Okay, apparently this thing doesn't know how to say no to anything yet.
It's just like me in my 20s.
Like signs point to yes. You broke. Do I need to refresh you? Okay, I'm going to refresh you. I don't trust you anymore. All you keep saying is yes and agreeing. Okay, let's try it again.
The next one is, will Cold Truth get a new shower curtain this year for YouTube Lives?
Outlook not so good.
I do think it's opposite day out here. Okay, Diamond Ice says, can you stop the major ice storm that's coming?
But where's the ice storm coming?
I know, Diamond Ice, where are you?
You have to say where you are, man. It could be anywhere that it's going to say yes to. Like, let's give us a state.
Then Dreamscape says, when I was in my 20s, my roommate and I decided to live by the 8-ball for an entire day. It was really fun. I've actually done that too, Dreamscape. When I was in college, my roommate and I did that for an entire day. We just did everything that 8-ball told us to do for the whole day.
Yeah. Do you want to go to school? Outlook not so good. No. Okay, thanks.
Do you want to go back to bed? Let's go.
Did she say where from? Like what state?
No, but 100 people said it's hitting Michigan soon. So I'm thinking, Diamond Eyes, are you in Ohio? Or am I making that up?
I feel like we're holding up traffic here. Let's go.
Right.
Go.
Come
People.
on, Diamond Eyes. Toronto. Oh, that's right. Duh.
Oh, yeah, Toronto. Duh. You should have known this, Canadian. Toronto. Okay, and spell Toronto.
Dreamscape, I don't think so. You'd remember me. I look the same.
Concentrate and ask again. Okay, asking again. You may rely on it. Can you? Yes. Yeah, you may rely on it. Can you?
Wait, but who's doing the stopping?
Yeah,
that was my question. Without
a doubt, apparently, probably me, since I mean, I've kind of perched myself next to the Lord Himself sometimes, don't I?
In Diamond Eyes, I knew you were Canadian. I don't know why I was forgetting.
I was forgetting as well, actually.
I knew you were from Toronto because you had us go to the CN Tower when we were on our first jaunt around the world 3 nights ago.
See you, Jen.
Oh, good night, Jen. Again, love Amsterdam. Just don't agree with your thoughts on Madeleine McCann.
Nah, I totally forgot you're Canadian.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please annoy us more often in the chat in the future.
Yeah. The Lord God, close enough.
You know what they say, you know how they spell God backwards.
Yeah, dog. Yeah. Okay, any more questions? Got it done. Any more? Couple more. Is Alexa going to play in the snow this year? Oh, Alexa's asking herself. She's talking third person again. But
you know what Alexa's asking? If she's going back to the club.
Yeah, right. She's talking about that type of snow, isn't she?
I think so.
Okay, Alexa.
Lisa, you're a troublemaker.
Is Alexa going to play in the snow this year?
It's decidedly so.
But no, not good. Oh, as I see it. So I'm using my third eye, and I see it too. Hold on.
That could be December of this year.
It says most likely. It's not really giving you an affirmative answer. It's more like sidetracking from the truth. Let's give it one more shake.
The shade, y'all, the shade.
Better not tell you now. That's 3, so that's all you get.
Okay,
So,
Sunny, enough questions. We don't need to go to the next 2.
Well, Adam, what?
No need to address the last 2 questions. They're all shade.
Does Aspen think KD is the bomb? Of course he does.
And did you see the next one?
No. It said something. The other one said, well, Adam, stop neglecting his channel and start posting more. You know what, 100 people? You know what, 100 people? That is a very wise comment right there. Adam has the most squirrel that I've ever seen and neglect. Yes, Adam? I've asked Adam, how many times have I at least asked you 3 times now to go for Google phone number so we can have people call in and chat.
Oh, no, Sunny, I did it. I did it today. I did it today. I couldn't figure it out. No, couldn't figure it out. I'll explain later. No, I apparently had one in the past, and so I had to ask for something, and it was trying to send me a code, and it wouldn't come through. So I was trying to figure it out.
Wait, so
I forgot that I had a Google phone number in the past.
Okay. Yeah. I was actually having a few anger moments, 100 people, because I keep telling Adam, you need to put out videos, dude. You need to get those hours. And then all of a sudden, miraculously, like God was working with me on this one. Adam puts out a 1 minute and 39-second video. So
okay, good night, everyone. Bye.
It was something. Okay. So yeah,
I mean, just when to toe the line.
Yeah. On there. So I feel like 100 people was reading my mind today, and that's why. So let me see. Let me put that one into the oracle ball here. Will Adam stop neglecting his channel?
Please, and feel free to reframe that however you want, Sunny.
No. Don't stop neglecting his channel. And what did he say? Post more videos? So
and start posting more.
Oh, and start posting more videos.
Considering I lose a subscriber every time I post, I don't know if I should.
My sources say no. He won't stop neglecting his channel. You see what I deal with, people? Seriously? Right? Let's shake it again. So no. Hold on. Yes. So yes, Adam will stop neglecting his channel. Okay. Yes, you will. Yeah, well, actually the truth was no. Oh, yes. But you know what? I take the best 2 out of 3. So Adam,
there we go. Thank you, April.
Thank you, April. April was giving you a sign.
Thank you, April.
I probably, if I picked out a tarot card right now too, it would probably work with the yes answer on that one. Okay.
April, I like your way of thinking, April, because you didn't say I was going to do it this year.
Neglect is such a strong word. Yeah. Cancers, we do a lot, but we don't have a lot of focus. We just kind of fly off the seat of our pants, really. And then wherever we kind of land, we land. Yeah. Is there one more? Wait, Aspen want to cut at Sunny Wheat. Okay. Let's see. I'm not even sure. I know there's some answers in here. Does Austin have a bromance with Adam? Does Austin?
Oh, come on! He's not even here to defend himself.
Right. With Adam. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, outlook is good. Outlook is good. Let's ask it again. Let's be certain now. Very doubtful. Wait, it's playing with our minds. It's playing mind games with us. Okay. Better not tell you now, but you better tell us now. I'm going to give you one more chance, 8 Ball.
What a Taurus response.
Yes. Signs point to yes, that Austin does have a bromance with Adam. So the best, the 8 Ball. So on that one, we took basically 3 out of 4 or 2. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks
Good night, Kathy.
Yeah. I think they need, you know what? Do they have an ancient Chinese cookie break where you can break a cookie open? I wonder if they have one of those, a cookie fortune thing. You're going to have to look into that. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll have some games night later on. I don't know. Depends if Adam wants to or not. Depends if I want to or not. Maybe we'll look for some. We'll play some tarot cards again, but different one. I'll find some different ones. And Adam, you can look for a couple games, different ones too. An interactive one like this.
You just have to show me. You have to tell me where to look.
You just type it into Google. You literally just type it into Google. You just put in fortune cookie generator. What?
Honey, what's Google?
It's my Bible. You guys know that. Yeah, later on. Later on. Let me explain to Alexa what later on means first. Later on means not now, but later on.
I need a drink.
You know what? You guys come back later with some drinky poos for yourself.
I'll have to pour myself a drink for later.
All right. All right. Okay. And remember, support this channel and give it a thumbs up. Okay. Or we're going to have to start taking away from you guys if you guys, yeah, if you guys are going to be naughty. Hey, beautiful. Oh, Deb, look at just in time for us to go. Hey, Deb. Bye, Deb. For your information, living life by Madeleine rules. Oh,
and for anyone that doesn't know already, everyone please wish Deb a happy birthday because it is Deb's birthday.
That's right.
In case you didn't get the notification in the mail or see the fireworks in the sky.
Yeah. Happy birthday. No, I already sang that. Happy birthday to you.
I know, like, is this day ever going to get over?
You live in a zoo.
Okay.
You look like a monkey. You look like a monkey. Hey, Deb. I got you. I made you a cake. That took a lot of time, didn't it? All right. So, yeah, we might, I don't know, Adam. Do you feel like these people deserve that love and support of us having another live later? I don't know.
I think they absolutely deserve it.
Hold on. Are we at 100 likes?
But I guess that means I'm not going to be able to post another video today.
Guess not. We're at 81 likes. Yeah, and we've been pretty much yellow.
That's the year I was born.
Is it?
Yeah.
81?
Yep.
Good enough. All right, you guys. We're out of here. We will see you later, perhaps. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go for a darn nap is what I'm going to do now. I think I've earned one. Yeah. And too bad I forgot that page 2 in that video. Oh, well.
YOLO. Sunny YOLO.
Right? Anyways, happy birthday, guys. Look for a live. You might not get the notification. So just check back in, a little while. A couple hours or so.
We won't be so serious and demure next time.
Yeah. It'll just be like we'll just have a fun night, drinky poo night, have fun night, all that stuff. Okay, guys?
That could be fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, how long is your nap going to be, Sunny? It's 8:30 here.
It's 5:30 here. I don't know. Like at least an hour and a half. So, well, I'm doing that. Well,
no, we're not. No. Everyone, we're not doing that. Just good night, everyone.
Yeah. All right. Ready to head off? Bye. Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Take care, guys.
We'll see you later.
Yeah.